Legend tells of the phoenix, a mythical bird that burns. It symbolizes renewal, strength, and transformation. 1 year ago, Phoenix Gate Group was born with that same fiery spirit to inspire, connect, and empower professionals across the globe. And what a journey it's been. Under the visionary leadership of Dr. Vivian Magnus, our founder and lead coach, we didn't just take flight, we soared, we stumbled, we built, we believed. And today, through tears and triumph, we celebrate 1 year of relentless impact, meaningful milestones, and unimaginable transformation. From humble beginnings, Zoom links, voice notes, midnight strategy calls, we've grown into a powerhouse community with nearly 1,000 members strong. In just 12 months, we have reached over 40,000 professionals across the US, UK, Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, and Kenya. Nearly 1,000 attendees joined us weekly on LinkedIn, and the world took notice. This year, Phoenix Gate was honored with the Social Impact Award of the Year and named the Most Impactful Community of the Year. Those trophies, they carry the fingerprints of every volunteer, every coach, every community member who chose to rise with us. But our story goes beyond resumes and recognition. Beyond professional development, Phoenix Gate has walked into the sacred space of business strategy with international and non-governmental organizations. We've led masterclasses, outreaches, boot camps, and visibility challenges that didn't just teach, they healed. And through it all, Dr. Magnus, our business development coach, stood at the center. A quiet force, a lighthouse in the storm. So now we ask you, are you struggling with your line visibility? Do you ever feel unseen while secretly dreaming of becoming a commanding influence, a recognized thought leader? Are you in that place between faith and fear, waiting for your breakthrough? At Phoenix Gate, we've already reached 40,000 professionals and business leaders worldwide. But this is not about numbers. It's about the transformation behind every name. We train you, we champion you, we give you a platform. And when you stand to speak, we make sure the world listens. As we mark this 1 year journey, we do it with full hearts. Gratitude overflows for our members, our partners, and every soul that carried us when we were too weary to walk. Phoenix Gate Group is not just a network. It is a living, breathing, purpose-driven community. It is hope. It is healing. It is home. And still, this is only the beginning. Here's to a future brighter than flames. We rise. We rise together.
Hi, everyone. If you can hear me, if you can see me, and then you can as well hear me, maybe hold some conversation with you right now. Kindly just put on the chat, this is the day everything aligns for me. Okay, we're going to do that. I'm going to be a little more slower because I know that I can talk very fast. So I would want everybody in the comment section, before we introduce ourselves, I want you to start with, this is the day everything aligns for me. So I'm going to look into this again. First of all, I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. Like, I'm just literally looking at the chats and I'm already on fire. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in so early. Thank you so much, Alex. I can see you right there. I can see so many amazing people online. So I can see you. Ayobami, I can see you as well. Ayobami literally is on my post every day. Thank you so much. Oh, she's already doing the Lord's work. She said, I'm ready for this. Who else is ready? Let's repost, guys. Thank you so much. I can see Junior as well. I recently connected with Junior. I can see my professor Roxana. I can see Blessing Fine Chico. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in super early. We said we're not going to come late for anything, and I know that we're on fire. Like I promised, I saw the way literally thousands of people came around our event posts this time around, and I knew that no, this is literally going to be fire. I made up my mind that that's what we're going to do. So if you are somewhere that is a bit busy, too noisy, I would want you to literally take yourself away from that place, because today, like I promised, you're going to be hearing things that you have never heard before since your online journey. So I'd want all of us to confess. Yes, I can see the confessions are already coming. And you're going to say, this is the day everything aligns for me. I was able to literally, most of the people that you're going to see speaking today are people that Audacity literally bought me in their circle of influence. That means on a normal day, I might not have had anything to do with them. And that's exactly the reason for our topic. We're saying that your ability to just move away from your local predispositions to making that step ladder effort, literally to move into the the global space. And that's what we're going to have here. Two of our speakers who are already on board, right, are going to be speaking to you. In fact, most of them are not in Nigeria, which is, I'm very, very happy. We have someone all the way from Canada. We have someone as well all the way from US. I think one of our speakers, we had a little misconception during the week, but I think he's here and I'm so excited to see him as well. Alex, how you doing? Thank you so much for taking out time to come. I know initially he had said he went on a vacation with his family. So I didn't really want to, push him so hard to still come up because some other things came up that we needed to clear up. But I'm so happy to see him in the comments. Thank you so much for taking out time to coming as well. I just want to tell everybody that literally I'm excited. That's how I feel. Like there's so much energy within me, and it's because we are all here. So we're going to take a moment, as many as we have on ground. Please do well to help us share this event. Help us. Literally, we just want people. If you know my heart, you will know that we just want people to learn. First of all, I want to introduce one of our amazing founders. He actually sponsored this event because, of course, I can't be hosting free again. I believe that I've literally moved from a season in my life where people should not listen to me free. But somebody decided that no, his money had to go down to make sure that a lot of people come in. Because trust me, it takes a lot to host these events. And taking a lot cannot even be quantified monetarily. I'm talking about sleepless nights, trying to make sure that everything aligns, pay for things payable. The reason why our studio is not looking like every other studio you see out there, maybe every other event you see, is because money had to go down. And guys, we're a global revenue community. So money is not our problem. The most important thing is we find people who love us, who support us, who bring us on board. And that's why we're not ashamed to always celebrate them. So you're going to be seeing it. If you're here and you still have challenges with your positioning, your professional outlook, how to price, everything, we're going to discuss it today. In fact, the way we prepared our slides of conversation, apart from the fact that all of our speakers are going to be giving us insights into founding. That means a lot of people who are going to join our communities today are literally going to be founders. Yes, you might not look like it. You might not have dreamt of it, but we're saying that that's our next phase. We went from the Million Flow project, which literally in our first week, most of the people who joined us in our first week literally made money, got opportunities that same week. So now we are what's the word now, we're grateful but dissatisfied, and that's why we have moved it to top notch. We're going to build alongside, building something that resonates with people, building something that literally changes people's hearts. So for me, my heart is open, my mind is alert. And then I said it again, everyone who is just coming in, you can kindly just put it, this is the day everything aligns for me. And like I told you, if you're in a very busy place where things are literally so noisy, you might want to excuse yourself. You might literally want to excuse yourself. So I want to say thank you once more for coming in super early as well. I think we're just 7 minutes in and everybody's here. So I would want you to kindly just repost as fast as you can, because it is time for us to start holding some of the conversations. I'm going to take the first session because most of my speakers, most of the things that they're going to be talking about is going to be like like they will take what I am probably going to discuss from like ground up. I'm going to take everything foundation and I'm going to shake everything So I know a lot of people have showed up online and preached a lot of consistency, visibility, drama, and then some of you just feel like, oh, if I can just be consistent and visibility, everything is going to be fixed. Trust me, you're not going to hear any of those things from me this night, because I actually believe that they are not the preliminaries. A lot of us are doing trial and errors. Some people come online and they just copy people and they start representing other people's brands like insistently, and then they do that for 6 months. At least I've been here long enough. They do that for 6 months, they do that for 1 year. After a while, they disappear. In fact, while I was preparing for this event, I literally had lots of nostalgia because I looked around and I almost cried because most of the people that we started out with are literally nowhere to be found. What if somebody had told them the real purpose of them showing up online and how to build brands that can literally be global enough to be represented across the world? Most people are lost, no why, no nothing. So after a while, when they feel like they don't have jobs or opportunities or whatever it is that makes them tick, they disappear. But I'm saying it again, that this is the day everything aligns for you. If you're just coming in, kindly say that over and over again. It's not even as much as you type it, it's as much as you confess it every day of your life. Beyond today, you're going to sit down, look at yourself consistently and say everything align. And I'm going to put to stop anything that, makes me like a hustler. That's what happens to a lot of people when they show up online. Next thing, they start hustling for visibility. You now have visibility, but I mean, you're not making sense. Some of those people that you literally showed up to help because you don't have depth, after a while, they leave you. They leave you. Because again, like I said again, there are many things that a lot of us has confused, relevance to be. That's some of the things that we're going to be treating today. So I'm going to quickly just take maybe few minutes, then I'll bring our first speaker on board. He's actually here on ground. I think let me just let him introduce himself so that you understand that I have some of the best voices in the world. Mind you, my speaker works with the World Bank. He's actually the founder of StySwap. He actually sponsored this event as well. And then I want you to just know that we have excellent people who are going to, say something. Everything I'm going to talk about today is going to literally help you move from A to B to C to D. In fact, if all you do today is to write down some of the things that we're going to discuss, you can just take it to the bank and tell them, yes, I know something right now, give me money. And they will give you money. And I mean it. So I'll just add him on stage for a few minutes for him to just, talk to us, greet us. Then I'll find another opening for him to come back in. But usually I like to take the preliminaries because I don't want to share things over your head. I want to make sure that I carry everybody along. And I'm going to share all the people that will be benefiting from this event. So if you're depressed, if you're broken, if you're broke, like broke, if you don't know what next to do with yourself, if you're a fresh graduate, if you're a nursing mother who thinks it's over for you, trust me, you have a community right now. And then, of course, if you're someone who is looking to do other extra things, and when I mean other extra things, I know anytime people talk about monetization, the next thing you start seeing them, they'll be talking about products. We don't even talk that kind of, I almost said we don't talk that shit here, but we don't even talk about all those things, or, telling you to write books, courses. No. In fact, for us, we give away those things. I'll explain some of the things that you benefit. So some of you, if you're able to stay in from beginning to the end of this event, maybe not to the end, I'll be sharing gifts in between. I have like 2 gifts already for the first 30 minutes. I'll share a link that everybody should go quickly download it because I'm going to deactivate it before the event ends. The goal is that I don't want everybody to have it. I'm sorry. I guess that's a bit, and that's why I'm not selling it, right? So that you also, when you get it, you're happy that, yay, you got these things. So we have like 6 materials from the community. Then we have StySwap link where all of us, don't worry, when we gist, I'll show you exactly some of the things that you would do to literally upgrade or literally move yourself from point A to point B. So I'm going to take a moment now to allow our sponsor of the event speak. This is not his main opening. I would want to start the conversation, but I just want him to say hello to everyone. And please, let's start celebrating him everywhere on the comments. The first time I met him, I was so happy because I don't think I've heard a man bearing on you, so I was just laughing during the call. So please, I'm going to be handing over the mic to you. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on board.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Vivian. Can you hear me loud and clear? Please confirm.
Yes.
Excellent. I'm so happy to be here with your community. I know we're planning this just a few weeks ago and it's already here. I'm really excited that this can happen. And I'm looking forward to seeing people move from point A to point B because like like many of us here know that we come from a location where it seems like there are many barriers to entry, there are many limitations. But I tell people that I start from the mindset. The first step is breaking that mental gap, that mental barrier. And if you can break that mental gap barrier, you're 50% already there. So, and I'm happy to be here. I look forward to the other speakers and hearing what they have to say and learning from everyone here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so, so much, sir. I love the way you already started the conversations. Mindset is very, very important. Of course, we know that there are lots of biases, which I will probably not get deep into because that's not our topic for the day. But then it's also very important we all understand that, yes, even in the confines of the provisions that we have, we can still believe, we can still push. I can't forget when I jumped on the call for the first time with him. He laughed. I know what he did there. Even after the call, I was like, God, what did this man just do? Because I literally jumped on that call feeling like, see, if I talk to this man, he'll give me anything. And well, he did. He gave me everything and he's here. So most of those things that I did, I've already packaged this in a material completely free of charge. I'll send it to everyone who will stay to at least maybe an hour in this event. I'll drop it in the comments so that we can all start learning. So I'll let you off the stage for a bit, sir. You can just tell me when you're ready. I'll bring you back in because I'm already excited. If you're someone who probably don't even know your left and right, but then you're believing that you're going to be the next voice, the next Apple, the next Steve Jobs, we have somebody who has moved up the ladder with us, even without VC funding or any help as well. But he has something that literally over 45,000 people have already started using. And I believe that he will teach us to his own level. He's literally going to uplift our community today. So I would want you to stay very, very, very close. And you know how it is. I want to start because, yes, it's easier for me to, carry us from point A because I understand that there are a lot of people who don't even know their lefts and their rights. Then he picks that from me as well. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on board. We love and celebrate you. Please, everyone in the comments, just start writing that we celebrate you, Mr. Onye, and we look forward to hearing from you. Let him see it. Thank you so much. And if you all have not reposted, kindly just do well to do repost so that we can have more people on ground. And guess what? I'm ready for you people. So somebody should shout Mother Eagle before before I start. A lot of you know that I have enough energy. I have energy. Or maybe somebody should start shouting fire, fire. One of the things we said, we had to bring up a rule now that on our during our events, the only emoji that is allowed to go live is fire. So if you can hear me crystal clear, just release all the fire emoji that shows how excited you are. Just go ahead and release all the fire emojis that shows how excited you are. Then I'll quickly add my notes on stage and then I'll take you through a journey. I believe that today, literally everything aligns with you. I prayed about this event and I'm happy to say that shamelessly. And then I'm also excited to have all of us on board because guess what? There's always a supernatural part of everything we're doing. And so I'm excited. I'm going to add my materials quickly because, like I said, this is not conversations you see anywhere else. And I've made up my mind that I will pour today because of how everything happened. I promised myself anything I know I'm going to share today. So, and then another promise I also made for myself is that I am not going to leave the live event, at least not up to Monday here. I will delete it because, again, our goal is if you feel too big or you felt you were too, you didn't have time to come for our event, then you should not have enough time as well to glimpse it at your own time. So yes, we'll package it and sell it to you people again. So this live event that it's free here will be $50 when you want to watch it again on your spare time. So I'm begging you, get your writing material. So yes, our fire emojis is now everywhere and I am so excited to host every one of you excellent people. Anytime I see the comment section, I'm shocked. Just look at the amazing people. I can see Endurance already, Elizabeth, Toasting, Ruth, all these amazing people. Oh, see our UK, our Queen of England, Folarin Bukola. Just look at the amazing people that are here and trust me, that is why, for me, this is a very spiritual moment for me. I get the chance to speak to you at least before this month ends, because I believe that in the next 3 months, we're going to be saying something else. We're going to be saying, oh, I just took that steps. You know what she told me then? She just said it casually, but that's how I founded my business. And I'm saying it because a lot of us here are going to be leaving this place with another mindset, another freshness to, and perspective to life. So I'm going to be going straight to our conversations. You guys know our regular mantra, let's take it to the gate. So when you're done with the fire emojis, always say it, because the gate is where the money is where there's supernatural strengthening, and then it's also where opportunities are. And that's everything we're going to be discussing today. All the topics we'll ever do on this platform will be a way to elevate you from point A to point B, and of course, even scale you as well. So I'm going to be going very, very fast. So you are the one we organize this event to. If every time you open your phone and you see someone announce a win, like new clients, so I just got paid in dollars, another deal has been posted, and some of you, I've seen somebody outrightly write a post and the person was saying that people on LinkedIn are liars. Now I'm going to say it again. You guys don't know what LinkedIn is. You don't know what LinkedIn is. LinkedIn is a place where no strategy is hidden. Even me, I had to ask myself this question, that I told myself at one point, why would I be sharing this thing to everybody? I mean, I'm making the money. I know exactly how to approach people and get what I want. What do I gain from teaching people? Why should I even tell them what I'm doing, even in my posts? Now, I tell you that you will not see these kinds of things on Instagram. On Instagram, maybe the best thing you can see is one result. Maybe somebody will just buy one car and post, or buy 2 cars and post. But on LinkedIn, if you follow even announcements, it's possible that you can enter DMs of some people and get deals straight up. For me, I'm going to say it again. That's how I do. Maybe let me even also say it. All the people who are on this call right now, who will be speaking tonight, are actually my clients, were my clients at one point or the other. And I initiated the conversation. Shamelessly, I'm going to say it again. All the people that I'm hosting today, right, are my clients, and I literally initiated the conversation shamelessly. So I'm saying it now because a lot of you probably have followed the regular curve of just post, just be consistent, and it's gonna add up. It's gonna add up. And yes, it's not like it's not going to add up, but the truth is, how long are you going to wait for it to add up? If you are waiting, other people will be taking your chances, because again, for me, I don't deal with, I just became a brand new, I just got a car. I don't deal with all those things. What I deal with is scalability and your ability to reproduce. So if you land 5 clients in the month of April, and in the month of May, like your inboxes are dry, like no money comes in, which is usually the plight of most freelancers. You see somebody take a screenshot and say, I remember when I made my first $5,000. The question is, do you have another one? The answer is almost always no, if there are poor systems. So I've already started holding some of my conversations. So if you have a very poor system of, onboarding clients, and then of course, what people are saying, consistency, visibility, all those things are tier 1. That means that's a channel to get things done. But if you're a newbie, the algorithm might not be so friendly with you yet at time T. And people will also want to see your ability to, be creative, solve problems. We're going to get to that point. So I've said it again. I know that you're literally in this place. So I saw someone, I don't even want to call his name. He actually wrote a post and was saying that people were liars. And I said it again. Proudly, I went to that his comment section, and I told him, see, if you are not getting results on LinkedIn, you better shout for help. You better shout for help, because there is no such things as faking. Some people might, have the joy of lying. That's their own business. But I'm telling you again, if you've not, in fact, for me, I believe that you should get jobs in 7 days. In fact, you should be able to choose and say, nah, I don't want. And I think that's what happened to Samson, one of our, our students in the last cohort. He said something outrightly. For the month of April, he had 5 clients. He even had to turn down 1. Makes sense. But those are some of the things that we're going to be discussing. I will discuss everything I taught them. And I told you guys shamelessly, everybody who is currently on this call, who is going to be speaking to you, are my clients. Yes, I went and I spoke to them shamelessly. So I'm hoping that at the end of today's event, beyond just learning everything I'm going to be talking about, you become a shameless, audacious person. You'll be broke enough, not even broke, broke enough to set up a system. Most of the times when I talk to people, on God, I don't need the money, and I'm not going to lie to you. I don't need the money, but I want the system. So even if it's 10 naira you give me for anything I do, I appreciate it like my life depends on it, because I am opening up a channel for a system. So it's not, what did this person give me? No, you're also, what did you call it? You're padding your portfolios irrespective of what was charged. We're going to discuss all that. So I want us to literally start paying attention to this conversation. So I said it again. Some of you are already visible but broke. Of course, that's because you did it wrongly. You just showed up. Nobody asked you for your skill, your expertise, how well you're doing, and they just told you to start posting. They started teaching you positioning. And that kind of positioning is usually a very fake one because you have no results to back it. Some of you, when eventually those clients come in, you jump on calls with them, you're even scared. I used to ask myself, scared for what? Like, I'm supposed to help you. If we see it, like if we see that one calculated very well. If I'm working with anybody, that's why I jump on calls with people. You need help. You just need it. And the help is not because that's the highest kind of help you get. No, the help is because every little spoon or needle I move for your business, it will make sense to you. So I will go and meet you because you need my help. And that's why I will not fidget on any call. That's exactly why I'm on this call with all of us as well. It's because, yes, I know that somebody in this hundreds of people are going to need me. So I'm giving you an excuse to be audacious. It's not, you talk to 20 people and all of them log you off. All of them don't talk to you. That's their business. They don't know they need help. Then it also means that you need to go back and reposition again. Part of the things I'm going to teach us today is how to reposition ourselves. I'll show you step by step. If you stay in, hang in there. And I'm warning you, the positioning that people teach you is not the one I'm going to talk about. I'm saying it again because it's not my fault. I don't take conventional ideations. I don't like it. I don't even like for somebody to teach me something and I just take it up. I don't like it that way. I always go research around what works and then use it over and over again. Of course, I've gotten results. So I'm going to teach you guys everything that I've known as regards that. So some of you have showed up on LinkedIn. Some of those coaches told you should just write some formula and then you've changed it. Some of you are posing as though you know what you're doing, but you don't even know what you're doing. And you're not even scared. You're not even scared that your head is empty, but you're putting all those big titles, you're copying people. So you go on calls, you jump on calls with them, and you are literally shaking. Shaking for what? If you say that this is what you do, where you will just do it. I think I was in a DM with one person, and then the person wrote one bogus name, and she told me that, ma'am, for the past how many months, I've not had any clients. My soul just told me, just listen to this lady and see what she's going to say. I said, okay. I said, from this name that I'm seeing on this profile, right? What do you do? Just what do you do? And I heard something, opposite. And I can tell you probably ChatGPT or one AI, or she probably saw the name somewhere. She just copied it and put it on her on her profile. And then yes, the recognition will be low because when the people who want to work with you see you, they will not know that you're the one. So I'm going to be going very fast. Like I told you, all my speakers are already on ground. So I've talked about who this meeting is for. If you're just coming in, you're confused, no opportunities, you're a fresh graduate, you're a founder who needs to scale. Like I told you, we have other people who are going to be speaking a lot of, excellence into us as well tonight. Then if you're a newbie who has no skill, you are in the best place. Or you are even multifaceted, that's you're multi-talented and you don't know which one to face, because of course, if you say you can do everything, it can be very scary. I have response for you to that effect. Then if you're a nursing mother, who feels stuck, you're welcome to your no blame era, because me perfectly, I'm going to tell my story in a bit, but I'm a mother of twins and then I have a toddler, and I've always been a very shy person. I was also a very anxious person when I started. Very, very anxious. I don't know. And I don't know why I was anxious, but looking back, I think my mom just wanted perfection. Literally at all points. She just wanted perfection for me at all points. And guess what? That made me, in everything, of course, reading medicine also kind of puts you in that place where you always want to, say something to people specifically, you just want to make sure that whatever you say is going to be excellent. And that's what held me back for the longest. And I know that there are people like that who are going to be here, at least who might be struggling with that. And I told you we're going to have lots of answers. Maybe you feel like you're too old. I think I have somebody who was almost 70 in my community, and she's literally one of the most excellent I've had on board. Okay, so I think my okay one of my speakers is already ready. You know what? I'm going to let him speak. And then, but I've told you, I'm going to move you guys. In fact, as he's speaking, I'll drop the first gift so that everybody starts benefiting. I have 6 gifts for everybody here, right? Some people will have some, but make sure the first one I'm going to drop is going to be the DM scripts I always use, just giving you an ideation. But I would want to cure some conversations that you've not had for a very long time. You need to find yourself before you go all out talking to people. Else, when they just maybe negate you or do something funny, you would give up. So I'm going to add him in a bit. I just want him to be able to take the rest of the day. I don't want to keep him waiting on us. So thank you so much, sir, for coming on
Thank
board
you.
again. I've already gotten them a little bit ready. So I'll be handing over the mic to you as well. Again, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on board.
Thank you. Let me see if I can share my screen here. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Let me know when you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? You're muted. I think you're muted. Okay, excellent, excellent. So, hi everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Where you're joining, wherever you're joining from. My name is Onyinye Enyoha, the founder of StySwap.com, and in a few minutes, I'll be sharing with you how to build, position, and go global, starting from where you are. And I speak this because I'll share a short story shortly on how I got to where I am today. Because many times when we hear people speak in events, it's easy to think, well, they don't come from our same background, right? Or they don't have the same foundation as we do. So they're speaking from their own high point. But I tell you today that I came to where I am today because of positioning and also value. Right. And let me tell you a story of how I got into the World Bank. 5 years ago, I used to, or I still do virtual tours. So for those of us who know virtual tours, it's a tool that allows you create immersive spaces for companies, hotels, schools, real estate, all kinds of facilities. And then during the COVID time, the World Bank needed people that could help, travel to places and create these virtual tours. All right. And that position was put up on LinkedIn. And then someone that knew what I used to do, because I usually put my stuff on LinkedIn, sent my name to the hiring manager who's in the US. And this was me just doing my own work. I didn't even dream of working the World Bank, right? I just wanted to do good stuff for people. And then he saw my portfolio. He reached out to me, sent an email, and asked me to send my portfolio. And then I sent my portfolio of work that I've been doing in the past. And they were really, really impressed with what I was doing and how I did my own work. And the rest is history. They gave me a contract, and for the past 5 years, I've been at the World Bank doing different things. And I tell this story because many times we wait for an opportunity to come to us before we start getting prepared. However, it is very important for you to be ready for an opportunity. Don't start preparing when an opportunity comes to you, because by then you will not have things to show them. You will not have value to show. So it's been important for you to have some things that you have already done, and then you can position those things when people reach out to you. Okay, now we're going to clear some myths here, right? Many of us think that, well, the problem is that in Nigeria, there are no opportunities for us. But the real truth is the barrier is perceived value. Okay, many of us also feel that, well, international clients will take me seriously. I need to move abroad first. They pay foreigners more. We have, and this might be true in some instances, right? Because talents or skill sets are being valued differently. However, more than ever before, we are in an era in humanity, in human timeline, where the gap is being breached for everyone. And especially with LinkedIn, which is like a tool where you can connect to all kinds of people. You can literally chat with the CEO of a big company today just because both of you are on LinkedIn, right? So you don't have to wait before you travel to the US or Canada or Europe to do stuff, good stuff. You can start with where you are and build up and up. Okay, now I have something here and I said before you start worrying about what you need or what you don't need, there are things you need to put in place as someone who's just getting started. And I'm saying this for people who have some ideas but don't know where to begin. Right, the first thing you need to do is to have something people will pay for, and we call that value. Right, look within yourself, look within your years of experience in wherever field you are um, performing from. What is that skill that people will pay for? You need to identify that skill. Your problem is not registering a company. That's not your first problem. Your problem is, what is that thing that I'm good at that people would pay for? Now, the second thing is, you don't need a big startup idea. You don't think like you are the next Mark Zuckerberg or you're the next Jeff Bezos. You need to have just a clear offer of who, what, and the results, right? You need to be sure of what you really want to do. It doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't have to be perfect, but have an idea of what you really want to do. Now, the other misconception people have is, oh, and this we hear this a lot. The issue is capital. I don't have money. Oh, I'll just leave it like that. But what you need right now in today's world is just your phone and internet connection. Now, many of us blow 10K, 20K in frivolities. Many of us have Netflix subscriptions where we pay about 8,000 naira a month, right? And we watch movies with data, which is good, which is fun. However, if you want to invest in yourself, you want to build a business for yourself, you need to spend your time on resources, on learning things that will take you from point A to point B. And thanks to people like Dr. Vivian, who has a free event like this where you can learn and start, adopting those things. There are many people that will charge you for this kind of thing that she's offering. So we want to say thank you again, Vivian, for putting this up. Now, the other misconception people have is, I need an office space, I need an equipment, I need a big facility to get started. Now, but what you need is the courage to get the first client. And Vivian has said it before, that you need a lot of audacity to take money from somebody. Now, I say this with all sense of humility. Anytime someone pays me money for a product, I feel humbled, because I'm like, wow, it means whatever I have to offer is valuable to this person, even if it's 1 naira or 10 naira. It means, wow, you found this thing so useful to spend your hard-earned money, right? So you need to find something that the courage to charge clients. Okay. Now, the other thing people think is you need years of experience. Oh, you need to take one certification in this field or spend 3 years learning from something. Those are good. However, you need to just get started. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to start within your local environment. Now, how do you get started? Let's assume you want to go into catering or you love to cook, right? You have identified that you have good food. Instead of worrying about opening a restaurant or having a big space, you can start within your family and friends, right? Prepare a meal for them, prepare different snacks for them, and let them give you a feedback on how it tastes, on how the presentation is done. Get those feedback and then improve the model. Do it again, repeat that same process like 3 or 4 times, and let them give you that feedback. And with those feedback, you'll be able to see that, okay, these are the things I need to improve on, or these are the things I need to stop doing, right? And with that, you can have some tips on how you can position your product better. For example, if you're a graphic designer today and you create graphics for people, right? Again, you don't have to. If you you don't even have to go to LinkedIn first to start looking for clients. Start with the people within your circle, your friends that have small businesses. Do free designs for them and say, okay, hey, yeah, I know you're into bakery. I'll do a design for you and let me know what you think. That way, you are getting the experience of doing designs for business owners, and two, you're having a portfolio for yourself. Now, it is very hard for you to charge a client when you don't have portfolio. Portfolio is super, super, super important to have, and this is important if you're having a digital product. You need to have some use cases of what you have done, some testimonies of what you have done, and the easiest way to get those testimonies are from your immediate environment, your friends, your network, your family members. Like Vivian, when Vivian reached out to me, she showed me her previous, success stories, because I asked her for it. Why should I come on board? Why should I spend my time to come to your event? I showed me that, well, you can look here and see that in the past I've had 645 or over 100 events that has had over close to 1,000 people. This one had 1,500 people, and those are wins that it will be easier for the next person to want to trust you for whatever service you have to offer. So again, I say this with all sense of humility, that you need to start with those around you, start with that around you, and then from there you can build up to expand your circle of those that you want to reach out to. Now, in finding your business idea, there are 3 ways to find an idea. Let's assume you don't even know what you want to do right now with yourself. You're looking for a job is not forthcoming. How do you know what to do? Now, there are 3 ways. The first one is, what do people always ask for? What do people always ask you for help with, right? Now, in your conversations with your friends, families, at your workplace, anywhere you are, people always have problems. People always come to you for something. There's something that you are known for. Identify what that thing is. Now, the skills that feel easy to you are hard for someone else, and they'll pay you for that. And I'll tell you a story on how we built styleswap.com shortly. The second step you need to do, the second way to identify what you can do, is what frustrates you that you know how to fix. Or even if you don't know how to fix that problem, what frustrates you the most? Now, this is usually in a situation whereby there's a problem that you usually face in your home. Maybe you're someone that deals with what will I say now? Mosquito bites. Let's assume you don't do well with mosquito bites and you fall sick easily, and that's the problem for you. You can have it in your mind to say, okay, this problem I'm facing, how do I solve this problem? You begin to research on techniques to cure or prevent mosquitoes bites from happening to you, and from there you may see some solutions that will be useful to your environment. Now, the third one is, who around you has a problem you can solve? All around us, people have problems. People talk about different frustrations that they have. It's important for you to pay attention to these different frustrations and find something that you can solve, right? Find 1 or 2 that you can solve, and then build a system around that problem. Okay. I don't know if we'll take questions along the line, or I should just continue speaking. Okay, speaking. Okay. Now, validate before you build. Now, another challenge that I see, another issue that I see many startup founders do today is they want to collect investors' money before they want to say the solution. And it might work for some people, right? And some may say, well, that's been audacious, which is fine. However, to reduce your risks involved, or to reduce the scale of failure, it's important to test whatever you want to collect investment from. Now, the fastest way to know if an idea will work is find one person who will pay for it. If you find one person, you find the next 10 people, you find the next 50 people, then you now build a system around it and say, okay, I'm ready to accept investment from someone else to scale this business. You don't scale what you don't know. You don't scale what you don't, or what you have not tested. So you must have an idea that you have tested before you even collect investment from people. And again, the best way to test those ideas are from your family and friends. Okay. Now, what do you need to launch? Now, we heard this word a lot, MVP, your minimum viable business or minimum viable product, right? Have a clear offering, and clear offering could mean a clear value or solution of what you're trying to do. Find one person with a problem that you can that you can solve. And the third one is a delivery timeline. Understand how long it takes for you to provide that solution to that person. Now, it could be you're someone in fashion, you love fashion design, you know how to sew. How long does it take you to sew one piece of attire? Because I had something today that many times when we say we do something, for example, you're someone that sews clothes. In the business of sewing, you spend more time not sewing than sewing. So it's important to understand the different parts of this business, because when you're cooking food for fun in your home, right, cooking food that you eat is different from when you're cooking food that other people will eat. So you must understand the offering, what the client wants, the delivery timeline. Now, a way to get paid, which is what we are all interested in, how to get paid. Now, thankfully, we're in an era where there are lots of options for us to accept money. We have Paystack, we have Flutterwave, we have OPay, we have MoneyPoint. We have different options that can enable us to start collecting money today. And these are free to set up, right? And I'm sure there are tutorials online that can show you how to set up your Paystack and OPay accounts to collect money. Even Seller, you can have a digital product that you have made and use Seller to collect your money. Now, proof of work, like I said, proof of work is very, very important. People want to see what you have done in the past, screenshots of results, portfolio testimonials from people, which will allow someone else to invest their money in you. And then the last thing is repeat. Now, once you have these 5 steps, you do it again and again and begin to expand your reach. That way, you're building your own confidence. Now, stop selling cheap and value. Once you have been able to identify a system that works for you and you have tested it out, stop selling cheap. Now, I know we come from, many of us are from Nigeria, where we have this feeling of, or this idea of, if I charge less, they'll patronize me. If I charge less, they'll likely do business with me, which is true sometimes. However, from my own experience working with clients, I realized that the people who pay less, they're the ones that stress me the most. Right? People who pay you less, they're the ones that stress you. They're the ones that have 10 corrections to give you. However, those that pay you well, you check it well, they're not stressful at all. They just have 1 or 2 feedbacks, and you have your peace of mind. And those are the kind of clients you want to work with. You don't want to work with an Ogbanje client that would that will be on your matter, will be on your head, and give you sleepless nights. Now, those of us who don't know what an Ogbanje client is someone that comes with spiritual forces, right? Someone that is just troublesome. And those people come when you actually charge less. So stop charging less. If you know you have something valuable and you know that this thing is not easily found anywhere, charge the person well for it, right? Let them come back and beg you that, please, we cannot afford this. But don't start charging less in the name of pleasing the client, right? Okay. Now, clarity is your competitive edge. Now, if you're trying to get clarity on what you want to do, there are 3 questions you must answer. Again, I've said it before. Who do you help? What problem do you solve? And what result? You must answer these questions to yourself. You must be true to yourself, because if you're not true to yourself, anybody you speak to, you'll be speaking gibberish. So be true to yourself. Who do you help? Who's your target audience? What problem do you solve? And what result do you deliver? Now, I'll tell the story of styleswap.com here. Many of us know AI is already a thing, right? Many of us use AI today. And we use Gemini or ChatGPT or any other AI tools to create pictures. People love to look good for themselves. However, I noticed that to create a picture on Gemini or on ChatGPT, you need to have a prompt, right? A good prompt to create that picture. And many people struggle with engineering, right? Some people even pay for prompts, right? People pay for prompts. And I thought about that. Well, what if we had a tool that allows people just create pictures without writing a single prompt, where you upload your own picture and then a style that you like, and then you have your picture instantly? And that was how StyleSwap was born. We launched in December, and since December last year till now, we have over 43,000 customers that have used this product. And that product came out from just answering one question: what is it that I want to solve? What problems do people have? And I've been able to solve that problem, and we're still evolving, we're still growing, but it's really exciting seeing where that brand is. Now, in your own field, you want to answer that same question: who do you want to help? What is the problem that people are facing, and how do you deliver that result? Now, Dr. Vivian is big on your LinkedIn profile and online presentation, which is super, super important today, because I haven't met Dr. Vivian in person, but we've had conversations several weeks, and it looks like we know each other for a long time. And that is the new way of doing business. You will hardly meet people today. However, your online presence is what to speak for you. Now, if someone in the US or UK finds you today, would they trust you? What do they see first before they even speak to you? Now, LinkedIn again is the first place to be. You want to make sure you have a professional headshot, a professional appearance of yourself. Okay, and again, I say use styleswap.com here because we give you the most realistic photo of yourself. Now, have a niche specific summary of what you do. Don't say I do everything. Well, I can cook, I can clean, I can create apps. People will not take you seriously. Use ChatGPT and build a niche specific summary about what you do. Okay. Now again, have case studies as posts. If you're someone that posts on LinkedIn, people are tired of motivational posts, right? We are tired of it. We every day we see someone that posts on motivational speak. You can do it if you believe, which is true. However, people want to see case studies, storytelling. They want to see a story of how you helped someone move from A to B. And when you tell stories, you easily sell faster. People will trust you more. Now, if you are into digital products like myself, you want to have a website or a portfolio that you can use to showcase what you do, right? And an easy way for people to contact you. You want people to find you easily. Okay, so let me move to the next slide. I'm almost done with my presentation. I'm trying to rush it because of time. Now, don't wait. Position yourself actively. Now, where to show up again? LinkedIn. You have all kinds of people on LinkedIn. You could send cold emails to people, right? And there are tools that give you access to emails of people that you can reach out to. If you are a freelancer and looking for opportunities, there are tools like Upwork and Fiverr that allows you to compete with global um, freelancers like yourself. Okay. And if you're on social media like Twitter or X, you can build authority in your niche, post about what you do, share what you do, be an authority. Don't wait for someone to tell you an authority. Be the authority that you want people to see and share what you do. Okay. And how to win authority content, teach what you know, show your thinking and share results. It's super important that you share what you know, because many times in sharing what you know, you become a master of it. Okay. Now, conversations, reach out to people in their DMs, right? One genuine conversation beats 100 copy and paste outreach messages. Like Dr. Vivian came to me and she told me what she's planning to do. It was convincing because it didn't seem like a spam message, right? I see some emails that come or some messages that come to my inbox, and I know that this is just a template that they copied. But you want to genuinely show that you are reaching out to this person and you mention the person's name. Hi, Onye, or hi, Matthew. Hi, Jerry. This is what I'm trying to do. I need help with this or XYZ. So reach out to people genuinely. Okay. Now niche down hard. Experts get hired, journalists get compared on price. Now, like I said, you want to have a niche specific messaging about who you are and what you're offering. You don't want to sound like you do everything. Even if you do everything, start with the one that you do the most, that you do the best at, and have that as your headline. Now, again, in closing clients, this is where money is made or lost. One, discovery call, ask about their goals, not just their project. Many of us chase the money so much that we forget what the client needs. It is super important to speak from what they need. And this is for those who already have a business and they're trying to look for how to get clients. Don't say, I'll build a website for you for 500,000 naira or even 100,000 naira, even if it's cheap. Ask by Start by asking a question. What are the problems you're currently facing that I can help you with? Let the client pour out their minds to you, and from there you can now extract things that you think will be valuable to them. Now, outcome frame proposal. Don't list tasks to them. Frame it as, here's the results you get, here's how you get there, and here's the investment you make. People don't want to feel like they are talking to a salesperson. People want to speak to people that can solve their problems, right? A salesman is someone that will just tell you what to cost you and try to whine you, right? But people want to speak to people that can actually solve their problems. Now, it is important for you to, know how to frame that question. I'm sure Dr. Vivian has lots of materials on those kind of solutions. Now, confident pricing, step 3. This is where people make mistake, and I made that mistake for many years, whereby because I don't lose this client, I will undercharge myself. And I can tell you for free, every time you undercharge yourself, you suffer for it. Is the truth. Forget the lie that when you help me, I'll pay with exposure. People tell that lie. In short, anybody that tells you I'll pay with exposure does not have your best interest. Charge your what, right? Charge your what. If you charge your what 10 times and nobody pays you, go back to the drawing board and see, okay, what are people charging outside? What is competition doing? How are they charging that I'm doing differently? And then go back and rephrase. If your competition is charging 10 naira per product and you are charging 100 naira per product, it means you are far off from the market point, right? The market selling point. So you want to make sure you understand what's selling out there, the price range, and then you can then charge your own. Okay. Now, you are competing with the world. Look like it. Super, super important. There's no excuses for saying, well, I'm based in Lagos, I'm based in Abuja, I'm based in Delta State. Nobody cares about where you base. People care about, can you solve my problem for me? Right? And there, like I said, there are ways to package yourself when it comes to collecting payment, when it comes to signing contracts, when it comes to delivering. What tools do you use? And thankfully, AI has come today to help us structure these things better. And there are lots and lots of tools that you can use to put yourself in a very structured way, in a way that it looks like you're a very big brand. And those things will help you get better clients. Now, again, in sharing your story, you want to share evidences, not inspiration. People, I'm tired of seeing, and I'm sure that guy that Vivian talked about was tired of seeing inspirational posts on LinkedIn. People want to see evidence, they want to see results of what you do, right? And the best way to tell that story is just tell the story as it is. You don't have to sugarcoat it. Say it. Okay, this person was struggling with how to write exams, and I created an app that can help him, prepare past questions and answers. That's a story. If you can get the person to tell their own story about how your solution helped them, perfect. So always try to sell um, evidences, what worked, what didn't work, and what you changed. This help you attract better clients. Now, the uncomfortable truth, and this is the final piece. Talent is no longer rare. Execution is. There are many people that are talented. So there are people that are less talented than you and are doing better than you. And that comes to execution. Someone like me, I have that fault sometimes where I am a perfectionist. I want to see things very perfect before I do things, anything. In short, I'm planning a course now that I've been marinating it for the past 4 months because I think it's not ready yet. And that thought of not being ready can delay how far or how well you do well in life, right? Because you're afraid of, oh, it's not perfect, people may not like it. Everybody can have the same talent, but execution is very rare. Okay. The global market rewards clarity, speed, and consistency. You want to be a person known for these things. You want to be someone known for delivering fast and for consistency. If I trust you for a business today, can my friend trust you as well? Would we hear stories tomorrow? So you want to build that consistency of trust. Now, your competition is not other Nigerians, it is the entire world. Gone are the days where, as a matter of fact, people in US are getting jobs in Nigeria, remote jobs. The same way some of us in Nigeria are getting remote jobs in the US. It's a clash. It's a clash, and it's going to continue like that. So don't worry about your friend in your community or in your environment. Your concern is the entire world. How can you be in Lagos and earn $5,000 a month from someone in Canada? It is possible. People are doing it, and you can do it as well. Now you are ready enough. You're ready enough. The gap is positioning, not ability. Tell yourself you can do it. What's the worst that will happen? Someone will tell you, no, we're not going to work with you. So I like what someone said in the comments. Don't be cho, show workings, share your story clearly, right? You're ready enough. Have that confidence to go out there and sell what you have, sell what you can do. Again, you can learn the skill. Selling is an art. You can learn it and then position yourself better. Now, I have an assignment for everyone here. For those that are ready to, um, you know, move from point A to point B for this coming week, day one, write your one sentence offer. What can you do? Who do and what is the result that we get when you help them? Two, rewrite your LinkedIn headline with your niche and outcome language. And I'm sure Vivian can help you do all these things. Day three, build or clean up one strong use case with before and after results. It may be your mom or your dad or your brother that you helped do something. Build it up into a story that you can share on LinkedIn. Day four, tell people what you offer and ask, do you know anyone who needs this help? And that's the mistake we make also. We think because we can do something, our friends must buy into it. No, your friends don't owe you anything. They don't owe you anything. But you can ask them, do they know someone that has that need? Okay. Now, day five, send one thoughtful, value first code outreach message to a global prospect or someone in Lagos, someone in Abuja. Send a message to them that, hey, Mr. X, Mr. A, Mrs. A, my name is this. I can help you do this. And send the email, send the message out. And then seven, set up how to collect money. Because when they say, okay, they're ready to pay you, how do they pay you? Go to OPay, go to Money Points, create a free business account, and start collecting your money. And if you want international payment, there are other options like Wise, GigPay, Dodo Payments that can allow you collect dollars. Even Seller has a feature where you can collect money in dollars. So take advantage of all these tools, and you'll be closer to your dreams than not. I'll take any questions here at this point if there are any questions. Or Vivian, what's the next steps?
Please, can we first of all celebrate him in the comment section? I want this whole comment section to be on fire. Mention Mr. Onye, Mr. Onye, Mr. Onye. We're like, I think we're almost 150 here. So I want everybody to keep screaming, like, right, Mr. Onyinye, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You guys know I'm very big on the honor side, right? Let him see his name all over here. Then the next thing I want to do is I would want to also, I'll send another tool to all of us right now. I don't know, can we have like 100 or 200 people literally go to Style Swap today? If you notice some of the pictures I was using for throughout this event, I used a particular picture throughout this event, and all of them I got them from Style Swap. 5 seconds, in fact, 5 seconds, maybe I'm exaggerating. All you have to do is, or maybe yes, I think maybe I'm exaggerating. All you have to do is click on Style Swap, just put the picture you want. It's not the one that you prompt from morning to night. You don't want to waste your time. In fact, for me, the way I am, the way my mind works, I don't like so much, that's something blocking me off from I literally getting my results. So please, I want everybody, because we're a community now, and we want to also show him that we love him and then we're grateful for everything he taught us today. I'll quickly drop the link. This is one of our gifts for the night. I want us to quickly just go on. Please use it. It's not even it's free use, but then of course, if you want more, it will be also very beautiful that at least we make our monies enter his hand. There's no problem. But then there are places for free, and you guys know. Let me even warn you guys. People know that this our community is not free. Free people, no, we pay for what we want. So I'm quickly going to drop the
Before you
link.
go, if you want, I can share my screen also to show how it works while you share the
Please
link.
go ahead. Please go
All right.
ahead. Let me
Okay,
just share the
so
link
let me
now.
share my screen while Dr. Vivian shares the link in the chat. 1 second. So like I said, you could create pictures from all kinds of tools. However, we made it easy for my grandmother and your grandmother or grandfather to be able to create their pictures without writing a prompt. Prompting can be difficult for many people, and the way StyleSwap was built was to solve that problem. Let me know when you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so this is StyleSwap AI. I call it Nigerian's first digital photo shoot platform. Okay, now the first thing you need to do is click on try it now when you come to the website and sign up with your email, with your Gmail account. And I think Vivian, I give them a free gift of 1 trial or 2 trials with the promo code welcome, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
excellent.
awesome.
Now, if you're a new user, the first thing you need to come is go to buy credits at the top of your screen and then enter welcome as a promo code. And with welcome, you get 1 or 2 free trials. Okay. And then to just test it out, because it's not a free tool. Like I said, it's charge what you think you are worth. Okay. And we have different options here. For as low as 750, you can create 1 image. For 10K, you can create 15 images. And this is a fraction of what you pay in a photo studio, right? Many of us spend 100K, 200K in a photo studio, and you buy a tile, but StyleSwap takes away all that from us. So I'm going to demonstrate StyleSwap to you. We have different options: portrait shoots, product shoots. If you sell products, you can create your product shoots here. For couples, we can also create your couple photo shoots. So I'll be working on portrait shoot here. Now you see some instructions here. Step 1, upload your photo. Now this is where you upload a picture of yourself, and most times it's important to upload a picture that shows your face clearly. And I'm going to work with this picture of one of our models here. This is a photo of her, right? And we're going to see how we're going to redress or change our attire into something else. Now, the beauty of StyleSwap is you have library of styles that you can select from. headshots for women, headshots for men, portraits, lifestyle, all kinds of attires. However, if you don't like any of the styles you see here, you are free to upload your own style. Maybe something on Instagram, on Pinterest. Um, you can upload your own style. But for this demonstration, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to use the preset styles and select something here. So let's say I want her to be in this attire, right? So the way Style Swap works is it takes the background and the attire, the entire scene, and gives something brand new. Now we have a recent update here called Studio Precision. Now this model keeps your facial qualities the same. It takes about a minute because it's new and tries to make everything the same. So I'll click on create my look, and then it's going to generate a picture for us in a few minutes. Now, does everybody have access to Style Swap? Do they have access to Style Swap?
I've sent them. I've dropped the link in the comments, and people have been
Okay.
resharing. Thank you so much, Ifoma. And I think I saw Elizabeth. Thank you as well for making sure that other people are seeing it. Thank you, Rita. I think Rita reshared it as well. So I'm sure everybody
Yes.
in this session has access to it.
And the important thing of having a good profile picture can never be underestimated, right? Because when people come to your profile, the first thing they see is your picture. So if you're using a picture from your undergraduate days, or the excuse you are giving is I don't have money for a photo shoot, there are tools like Style Swap that allows you to create something in seconds, literally seconds, right? And you can show up more confidently because people will look at your profile first before they even message you. And in short, there are times where I see some connection requests. I don't even care to read what you have to sell. I look at your profile, and if I don't like what I see, I just run away. So this is the result of Style Swap, right? So you can see the original picture of the lady and the style that she likes, and this is the result that Style Swap gives to her in seconds, literally like a minute. And now if you want to edit something, you can always click on edit and say change the jacket. Say change the jacket to, or the suit's color to purple, right? Because that's Dr. Vivian's favorite color, purple. And Style Swap would change that color of the jacket to purple color instantly. So like I was saying, you want to show up more confidently. You want people to look at your profile and want to message you. And your picture is one of the first things that they would see. Like I said, there are people that send me connection requests, but when I see their profile picture, I can't even see their face clearly because there's one selfie from 10 years ago. I just ignore it or I delete the request. But with Style Swap, you are free to create all kinds of styles that would sell. So you can see we have the different attire in brown or beige color, and then in purple. You can see the face is kept the same. Now, feel free to try this tool out and use it and have fun with it. Okay. Yeah, let me stop sharing. And if there are any questions, I saw a few questions in the chat. I don't know if we're taking them now or later.
Okay, I think we can take them. I don't want to keep you here longer.
Sure.
So let me see. Please, can someone copy any of those questions? Because maybe I was very busy as well. So I don't think.
Yeah.
So if we have any questions, let's quickly drop them. Remember, we still have conversations to go as well. Okay, someone is saying, okay, I've seen one question here.
Okay, what is that right approach? I'm asking. Okay, I guess it's referring to something that I mentioned in the call.
Okay.
The question doesn't have context. I'm trying to.
Yeah. So please, Elizabeth, if you can hear us, kindly rephrase and give us a full picture. Okay. Then I also want to say some people's profile pictures, God forgive me, like God help you. And some of you will just be announcing that you made $10,000 with profile picture inside the farm. Some people, they are hugging trees in their profile picture, and you're on LinkedIn. Somebody saying, I'll go and do photo shoots. Please. I told you guys all the photos I shared this week. Maybe you can go and see my post. All of them were Style Swap. That's what I did. And it was just one click. And then it was, in fact, the first photo I got was just perfect. I used it like that. Then I just decided, I should add one. Then most of next week, I'm going to do likely one photo for one day, because this week has been so busy for me. But then that's exactly what I'm going to do. So please go get a change. Maybe I'll even check all these people that have been commenting. Let me start firing you. Please comment now. Let's vet your profile picture. Some of your profile picture, if you charge somebody even $20, the person will say they don't have.
Yeah, and again, for those of us that are in the US or Europe, we know how much we spend on photo shoots. You can easily spend $500 for a headshot. This is no jokes, and
Yeah.
this is what sets people back. Oh, they give excuses like I cannot afford it. I don't even have the time to go out for a photo session. But with Style Swap, you can do that right from your comfort zone. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if there are
Awesome.
any
That's
questions. Let me see the chat.
okay.
Um,
So please, I think Onyinye, please, okay,
yes.
not Onyinye, Elizabeth Ikechukwu, if you're here, please ask that question again so that we're able to fix that. I'm looking at there's one LinkedIn user who doesn't have profile photo. I'll be catch all the people who are commenting. Mary, you need a new profile photo. You have used this one enough. Let me be calling all of you. I'll catch you people by Monday. All of you that have AI profile photos, I've seen two of you. In fact, I don't want to call names. I've seen somebody that has the same face with another person somewhere on LinkedIn. It's just name that is the difference. Please get a change today right now. Let me be looking. I'll catch all of you. Please comment and save yourself so that you
And let me
don't
say
have
this also for those that are thinking of ideas to do. I know people that use TypeSwap to make money. Now they charge people that will pay 5,000 naira for one picture. So they come
Hey,
to TypeSwap.
please, guys, meet me. Oh, please. I now do profile photos. I now
For real,
do
no
profile
jokes, no jokes.
photos.
And for
No,
me,
I'm
I'm,
not
I'm like,
joking. Oh,
wow, this is really actually a smart way to make money. They charge people that don't know. That's the thing. You make business out of information that people don't have. That's the truth. Whoever is doing business today is making money because someone else doesn't have that information. And that's just it. So this person or these people charge 5K, 3K to create one picture, and then they use 750 to create. So they're making a profit of almost 5 times what they paid because they know StyleSwap would give them the right results. And I'm sharing my screen again to see how the result looks like. Um, so we had this original picture here, and you can see the results. Very clean. If you are to go to a studio and take this picture, you know how much you'll spend doing this. And I'm seeing people
okay. Let me add it
same
now.
face as how. So we'll be able
Yes,
to
so there are two
engineer.
people.
Yeah.
So let me tell them there are two. In fact, I'm sure some of you, if you comment now, I'll catch you. There are two people with the same face on LinkedIn. It's just the name that is different. They went to get profile photos from ChatGPT. You better confess now. Let God deliver you. Okay, so this
Yeah.
is so beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm showing the picture again. It was not loading initially, so you could see the facial details is the same, and of course, if you use the Studio Precision, our latest generation style, you get your face the same. If you want something faster, you can use Polish Studio, but to get the most accurate, use Polish Studio Precision. And for business owners, if you want to create products that will sell, for example, you sell drinks or you sell bread, you want to create good looking pictures of your product that can convert. Now, let me look for a product that I have here. Let's see whether I have a picture of a product. Let's see. I should have
Let me be
something
calling
here.
them. If your photo, your profile photo is too far, it's too far. We can't even see your face. So if I want to change it, okay? If my orderly, I'm going to be catching all of you. Please be commenting. It's
Okay, so
also
let's.
our way of helping ourselves
Yeah,
anyway.
thank you. Now let's assume I sell this wine. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir,
This is a
Crystal.
picture of a wine that you are selling. You want to have something interesting. I have some styles that you can choose from. Um, and we're still building our library of styles that you can select from, right? But you can also upload a style that you like. So let's say I like this one that has this light thing. All you do, click on create my product photo, and this will create a product photo that you can sell with, right? Because you don't want to use boring pictures to sell your product. People will not take you seriously. So you want to use pictures that would show you are different from every other person. And so we enable that with StyleSwap. Okay, so this is the results. Can you see the results? So you can see from a boring picture that was shot on white background to something like this. And it keeps the brand name the same. It keeps every detail on your product the same. It doesn't change. If you use ChatGPT, you likely see that the name will change, right?
Change.
And you'll not be
Yes.
complaining they're
Yeah.
spending hours in prompting. But with this, just select a reference style and then you create your picture. And then you can add your logo for free. If you're a business owner, you can add logo for free and download your picture. All right. Okay, I'll stop sharing now and allow you to proceed.
I'm catching all of them. Oh, see Rita. Rita, I don't know what you look like. Rita. Obi Rita, change this profile photo now. Let me be catching all of you. Jessica, Udenko. All of you, I'll look for you guys on Monday. If I catch people with these profile photos. Hey,
Yeah,
Chuo. See,
I see a question from Elizabeth.
okay.
It just disappeared now. She said, "What is the right approach to getting a job, right, in DevOps?" So Elizabeth, that's your question.
Okay.
Okay, so you're a DevOps engineer and you're trying to get a job. First of all, the job market is rough right now globally. However, there are still ways you can do it. And again, it starts with what I've said. Build the skill set, understand the what the job requires, right? As a DevOps engineer, what do you do? Learn the skill, master it properly, and then work with people in within your locality. Okay. What sorry, work within your locality. Build systems for them that you can have as portfolio, or even work on cases you see online. Build some things um that you can show as portfolio, and then with that, it's easier to show your portfolio when you're applying to jobs. Again, you can start your own consulting company as a DevOps engineer, right? You don't have to wait for a job. Start something small on the side as a side business. Okay, you can help businesses set up their online systems. Okay, you don't have to wait for a job. Okay, I'm saying she has the skills, but it seems like you need to know how to position better. Again, build a portfolio for yourself. If you're a DevOps engineer, if you're a data scientist, if you're a product manager looking to break into the system, build portfolios for yourself that you can use to show people. Okay, so a question here is coming from Karen. Dr. Vivian, do you want to highlight that question so I can see it? Some Dr. Karen, she has like a long question. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, I think let me move a bit. I think I'm still at my old.
Sure.
Hey, this is long. It will literally cover our face. Oh, jeez. Okay, no
Correct.
problem.
Okay, I'm
No
struggling with
problem.
pricing my services. Most of my foreign clients negotiate and have to cut my rate by 50% or more. After converting to my local currency, I often end up accepting because is accepting lower offer hurting me long term? Should I turn down? Well, the truth is, if there's a journey for everyone, right? For your business, for yourself as a brand. Now you need to first check in within what's being charged, in the market, whether it's in US or Canada or anywhere. What are people paying for these services? Now, truthfully, people in Europe or in the US here, they underpay talent from our region, from Africa, from Nigeria, because they will tell you that the livelihood, the standard of living is different, right? And so they know these things, they see the stats, they know these things very well. So they will pay you based on your economical geography. However, if you are taking less than 50% of what you normally charge, first thing you need to do is to first find out what is the going rate globally in the US or in that locality of that business. And then see, even if you take a 50% cut for one or two projects, you want to begin to upscale that pricing to 60%. Next time, tell them you know go 50%, you must do 60%. And that way you are building the confidence to charge more and stand on your ground. So you can collect 50% today, and tomorrow you say, okay, no, you charge 60%, right? And then you begin to increase. And then you must also show the value of what you are giving to them. You must be able to put a price to your value and tell them how much they will save if they don't, how much they will save if they work with you. Now, it's one thing to tell them how much they will spend if they work with you, but you will also want to quantify how much they will save by working with you. It's very, very important. And a good example here is a client reached out to me in the UK because I build websites as well for businesses, and they had a website to build, and I gave them my bill. Okay, after understanding what they needed, I gave them my bill. And of course, the first thing everybody does is to try to negotiate, which is why you must also remember that every business owner is trying to save money for themselves. Now, they gave me an offer that is less than what I would take usually. But then I put it to them that, okay, if you're going to work with me, you're not just paying for a service, you're paying for peace of mind, you're paying for quick delivery, you're paying for quality of work, right? So you must be able to itemize what they stand to get outside of your deliverable, your core deliverable, how much time they will save, the quality of work, how much they are saving by working with you, and how much they'll likely spend if they go outside. You must be able to estimate all these things and then tailor your counter offer to them. And again, you can use ChatGPT to help you structure that. And sometimes don't be afraid to say no to their offer. Of course, if you are hard crushed on money or you need money urgently, it's okay to go less. But if you are very confident and you are sure this is what you want to charge, charge. Tell them no, you cannot go that low. You'll be surprised that they'll come back to you and still work with you. I'll give you a last example. 3 years ago, I had a client that then I was still doing a new product and they paid 200K for this service, right? And they came back to me last month that they want to update that same service. One thought came to me and say, do I want to maintain that same 200K rate for them or 300K to see inflation? I said, well, to hell with them. I charged them 1.5 million naira for that same service that I did for them 3 years ago. And guess what? They didn't even negotiate with me. They did not negotiate. In fact, the moment when they accepted, I was afraid. Like, this one that they accepted this offer like this, is not what is. There's no more to the project, So your mind always fights with you to say, okay, charge less, play it safe because you don't want to lose that client, which is true. And if you need money urgently, it might be okay. However, give them your price, sell your value to them, and you'll be surprised that people will still pay you for it. I hope this helps. Okay, I think I can put down the question. Okay. Any more questions?
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm seeing people are
This is
creating
so
some good
beautiful.
stuff.
Yes, I'm still
Yeah.
I'm seeing some people. I saw someone with trees in their background. Please help us to help you to help us. Sumi, let me call you. I know you're the one. So please, everyone whom I tagged, I took my time to look through the comments. For those who commented, like I was able to literally tag them. Those ones you need urgent, quick work. And Precious as well, do something about yours because your profile photo is too far back. Nobody needs to see your entire body. They need to be able to recognize you. So your this particular photo is always very beautiful on your posts, but it cannot be your profile photo because the goal again is recognition. And then please, before you make that change, most of us, please let's announce on Monday that we're going to be making a change. Put your old picture side by side with the new one so that everybody can reconcile the fact that it's you, so that you don't lose any form of reach or anything at all before you do that. So please, can we just celebrate our amazing speaker, our first speaker for the night? Please, let's go ahead and celebrate him all across the comment section and tell him that we are grateful. I hope everybody is going to use TiSwap this night. And then, like we said, there's a business. I'm now in the business of helping profile photos. If this week I see that I don't have money, I'll enter people's DMs. And I'm shameless like that. And then I'll do that 10. Me, he suggested 5,000. Me, I'll do 10,000. I'll use my WhatsApp. I think I'll use my WhatsApp.
There you
And I'll
go.
tell somebody, if you want photos like this, send me a DM. I did not go for photo shoot for them. I know that that's where I'm likely going to make money because most of them don't even know anything about tech. That's where the money is. So if you're smart, maybe you're broke for this week and you don't have money to literally maybe buy data or something, you might want to leverage that. That's already very subtle business model. The most beautiful thing about doing that is that you get better with selling. Anytime you sell anything, you get better. So don't be ashamed to sell when you have to even make ends meet. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. So thank you so much once again, sir, for coming. So please, I want to see it all across the comment section. Let's go ahead and thank him very, very richly. Literally, he
Thank you
went
so
from
much.
he took us through a journey, and I'm very blessed. And I told you people that this event will be sold right after, as soon as we're finishing this call. You just sit here, pew. For those people who are just saying, is network, that one, now you they talk to yourself. We announced this thing for more than a week because we want to make sure that people come and of course they should anticipate and show up. So some of you just registered and went to bed because you're hoping that you come back to my profile. You will not see it, and it's going to be a paid event. So the next time you come, I would have cut it into different things and sell it. You buy it shamelessly, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm already starting my charging your what. Thank you so much, sir. I
Thank
really,
you so
really do
much. Thank you.
appreciate you for
Thank you.
coming. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, and thank you, Dr. Vivian, for having this event. I'm jealous because I didn't have this when I was starting. We have to find our way.
Oh,
So
you
it's really
don't know.
good.
For me, I'm very, very biased towards you. I'm sure you would notice it. I don't know. I just that an idea just came to me on Monday night. By Wednesday, I sent a DM to him and he said yes. As soon as we jumped on the call, it was a yes. So you don't understand what it takes for people to believe in your vision. For me, that alone is more than money. And he paid me handsomely, guys. Shamelessly, let me say it. So if you're still thinking that anything I will teach you here doesn't work, well done. Oh. You're not the one who has a founder who works in World Bank as a
Yeah.
boss. Me, I have it now. So thank you so much, sir, for
Thank
coming
you.
on board. I
Thank
really,
you. And
really
if there are more
celebrate.
questions, I see people asking questions, send me a DM, connect with me. I'll be
Awesome.
happy to chat with
Awesome.
anyone.
Please let's all send him a connection request as well so that you can interact and also know what he's doing. When eventually his course comes out, we can also make sure that we're part of that journey as well. Thank you
All
so
right.
much, sir,
Thank you.
for
I'm signing
coming.
out now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir. Okay, so awesome. If you have been changed so far, at least you've been able to learn something, I want you to leave in the chat. It's coming. Okay, yes, we said our sign is going to be fire emoji. So if you've received or learned anything new right now, I would want you to just leave fire emojis in the. Oh, I love that. I'm seeing lots of it. No, today I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I am ready to pour literally everything I know. In fact, everything he taught us just now, I'll show you how it can be permanent. It can be set up as a system for you consistently. And that's one thing I want for people. In fact, at some point I asked myself that why do I even want to host this event when I already have unlocked the thing? Like I can literally work with anybody I want. And I'm serious. Most of our speakers on this call, I am working with them and I sent them the DMs. I sent them the DMs. I didn't wait for them to come to my post to do anything. I've said this severally, guys. Even the what did you call it? The algorithm treats us differently. So if you're here, you're from Africa, you're from Nigeria, inbound leads might not come with so much quality. I'm saying it again, I'm not gonna lie. So if everybody's telling you that visibility is everything, I'm saying it again. Inbound leads might not come with so much quality because the algorithm will show you to yourself. So if generally, which is one of the things that we do for our visibility niche, we make sure that we're around ourselves. So all of us as creators, we're hanging around ourselves. It's possible that LinkedIn will consistently keep showing us to ourselves. So that's when most times when you're writing posts, every single time, you're not even considering the clients you came to LinkedIn for. You find yourself always trying to talk to creators. And I've told you guys, for us as a community, no more. I don't want anybody that is around me to tell me that the person is a creator. If you try it around me, if you try it, the mother eagle wings will give you one dirty slap. Because guys, we need to pivot. And I'm saying it, if you're thinking that way, you will not make money. That's just the truth. I've already started my blasts. I'm saying it again, if you're building visibility, and your goal is brand new, and I'm going to ask you, if you are here and you're one of our big creators, and I celebrate all of them, they're my friends, right? And you've made up to $10,000 in brand deals, put them for these comments right now. Please, I want us to be sincere. If you're here right now, right, and any of those Nigerian companies that are calling you, right, Nigerian companies, founders, are calling you. Sometimes we'll mention some brands. I don't want to call names because, like I said, this event is sponsored, so I'm not going to call any other name, right? Apart from SizeUp. But if you are here and those brand deals, you've ever made 5,000, 10,000 in brand deals, please put it on the comments. I want to tell you why some of the models that we've made it to become a norm is affecting us even financially. Now I'm going to ask again, if there's anybody here who has sold any product for $5,000, product, not services. So you wrote a book. The way some of you, when people are talking about monetization, bam, next thing they are saying, write a product. May God forgive me. I told you that you're not going to hear any of those things here because I synthesize. I will not teach you ChatGPT. It's not like ChatGPT is bad, but it's in the working. By the time you look at your bank statement, I know some of you are even very careless. You are monetization coaches, but you don't even check your bank details. You're building for brand deals. You've not asked yourself, what is the turnover? So if I said I'm going to show up and every day all I want to do is to be seen and I'm not thinking outside the box, tell me which brand will pay 10,000 on like Nigerian brand, because again, in fact, I'm going to say this secret. I don't know whether I should say it here or say it in the community. People should let me know. Do people want me to share this secret here or I should hide my mouth? Because if I say it, it will benefit you, but it will affect me. So if people want me to share this secret, let me know. I'll tell you everything I did. Our second speaker is all the way from Canada and simple. There was maybe, I made a mistake. I would have told Mr. Unye, what did he think about the conversations I sent him? Why he said yes. Mr. Unye, I sent him a message like, let's say 6 by, let's say, we jumped on a call immediately. I just asked him if he was open. He said yes. We jumped on the call immediately. We sealed the deal immediately. Even me, I was a bit scared. I was like, and I told myself, oh, well, even if he said I should send my account details and everything, and he decides not to go on with it, me, I've never been a desperate person. So frankly, I don't care. All I do is I make sure that I work up my systems consistently to make sure that I have rich inflow. So I'm asking us now, you people are not answering. What is happening? Where is everyone? Okay. Oh, okay. I can see us now. I think it was this thing that was not loading. So please, if we have people who are doing amazingly well, like some of our top creators, and you've made up to 5,000 in brand deals, $5,000 in brand deals, and $10,000 in brand deal, please talk now, because like I told you guys, I meditate a lot, so I scatter knowledge. I cannot take anything anybody just tells me, because again, my mom used to say it all the time, amateurs are go mile. So it's possible that you're probably just building for visibility and you're not synthesizing. When you're not thinking, you're not asking yourself the right questions, you don't have financial goals. Some of you have not even written. The last time I asked, somebody would just say, yes, I want to make $5,000. Ask me how. The person will say, if I show up every day, if I can show up consistently, then somebody will somehow enter my inbox and send me money. You don't know what money is. And I'm serious. If you think it's going to happen like that way, I can tell you again, you don't know what money is. And the best thing that can happen to you is that you can have a deal once, because you've not built a system. Once the money finishes, that's finished. So I have friends who had retainers like that. $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. And bam, one day, that person decides to disappear, but you don't have a system. You're not working at something. You've not gotten to a point where your soul is independent of money, because the goal is that you're going to create inflow consistently. Most people get stuck. So again, I'm looking, please. So I'm begging you guys, if we have any person who has reached off the 30K, 10,000, who has made $5,000 in brand deal from Nigerian companies, please let us know, because I said again, one of the things that usually happens to people is because they feel that when they build their visibilities, then opportunities will come. And I'm telling you again that there are gates. Even on LinkedIn, there are gates. There are gates because LinkedIn also wants you to pay for ads. So the people that will allow you to see is people like you. So you can now be having all those 1,500, and maybe those people who are in the world banks, like Mr. Onyinye, and the life of SG, who is also here with me, you will not literally see them except you find them yourself. So it's possible that you now be posting for six months in the name of consistency without having other systems to make sure that monies are coming to you. Next thing you see is that, yes, maybe 1 week, 1 month, you have like a brand deal, everybody shouts, yeah, 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 yeah. Me, even when I'm announcing brand deal, I'm just announcing it. It's not because I'm preparing you nothing. In fact, the money that I got in a brand deal that I had recently, I 6 figures, multiple 6 figures. In fact, two transfers, 2 to 3 transfers, the money, phew. And I don't mind because again, the whole essence of mastery of money is your ability to your ability to spend up. That means something entered, you want to make sure that you make an exchange for you to consistently be above. But some of you, it's once money enters, some of you even like frame it and start bowing down to it every time you're checking your account balance every 2 minutes. And then there are times when you need to actually make sacrifices to pivot, but no, that spirit is holding you back. That exactly is the spirit of poverty, right? And some of you, even when we're shouting, we want high playing clients. When it's now your turn to do anything with other people like you want free, or you want to bastardize even the opportunities that they bring with you. For most of some of the people that I did some arrangements with lately, I had to tell them, I said, okay, even if I'm a creator like you, and in quotes I'm mother ego, it doesn't necessarily mean that you won't tell me what you normally would charge. But then of course, because I know that other creators won't pay you a dime, because of course, like I said, I don't want to be hearing that creator thing anyway. Other people who are building alongside you might not charge you a dime, but at least there's something from me go out to tell you that I honor your time, I honor your energy, and I am grateful for whatever you're doing for me. So I'm going to look into the comments so far. So if you're still with me, and like I told you, that I am going to literally raise the roof for you. I'm going to help you today. Sincerely, I'm going to help you today. Even if you don't have an opportunity to see me in an event, because like I said again, I'm not sure I'm going to do this again. I don't know how frequently I'm going to have this on board. But even before I had hosted this event, I was regretting, because I was just telling myself, I don't even need to do this, where I would just be making my money silently. I would just be announcing every time, every 2 weeks, because I know exactly what I did. I'll just be announcing, oh, this opportunity. All of you will not say, this person is lying. But most of you who are very close to us in the community know that I take God very seriously. And lying is the last thing I would want to do. For those people who are thinking that, yes, it's most people who probably post online always lie. I'm just telling you the truth. You might want to rethink that. So, like we said, this is where we are. We've been able to Okay, so I've been able to write all everyone who this event is for. I told you, if you're fresh graduate and you're confused, if you're a nursing mother who is stuck, and I also told everybody when I was talking earlier that this is our no blame era. That means I did not go to school. My daddy did not pay my school fees. My stepmother was so wicked, I didn't go to school. And now I'm just pained. I cannot, in fact, she's so wicked. I'm heartbroken. I'm depressed. All those drama, see, you're going to drop it, because again, I said that we've entered the tech era. The tech era is literally a season. I don't know, from you guys don't understand why it's Phoenix Gate. That means something has opened to us that is not regular. So I stayed at home, and I'm telling you, I've made millions from just sitting here, like you're seeing me now. This is my house. I didn't even blur the background. This is my house. Like, I sat down here for 2 years plus, and I have made money consistently because there's something that I'm doing. I'm saying it again. I'm so proud. I don't know how to explain it, that there are things that I know I can do now if I want to make money tomorrow, like this, like this, like this. That is outside LinkedIn. I know exactly what I will do. And that's what I want for everybody who will be leaving this event today. Now, again, I'm bringing up ageism because there are lots of people who feel like they are older because they are in their 70s, their 80s. I'll say it again. This is the era where no blame. So if it's your mom, I'm saying it now, if your mom has been crying that your dad did not leave anything to them, or there was a divorce and left with nothing, and somehow you have been broken and you feel like there's nothing for you again in this life, I've told you, that's the reason why I put that purple conversation. This is a no blame era. In fact, the more you stay in self hurt, the more you are shutting off your hippocampus, your amygdala. All these are parts of the brain that requires memory synthesis. Your frontal lobe, that's this one in your front, where you need to reason, right, and come up with new inventions and ideas. People who are jealous, envious, all those people, they cannot come up with inventions. And I'm saying it again. I had to say it. If you're in my community, this is a no blame era. And I'm telling you because it might not be automatous for you. If you're in a place where maybe your grandmother, your mom has hurt you, your stepdad has broken you, I'd want to tell you that yes, you can pray about it, but I'm also sharing with you that whatever it is that you're in right now, you can come out of it. And I'm not telling you a story that was not comfortable with me. In fact, one of my classmates, I think Sumaya, she has an app that, okay, we're going to launch soon. I told her when she comes back to Nigeria, we'll be able to, synthesize conversations around this. Let me tell you, some of the things that I have seen over and over again. Okay, she told me, that's my conversation. Came to my DM one day, I said, Vivian, but this is not the Vivian I know in school. I'm just trying to say it now because some of us are thinking that maybe because we're in this phase of our lives that things will never work. And I'm telling you, I was not always outspoken like this. In fact, until 2 years ago, I was not. And these are part of the miracles LinkedIn can do for you. And I'm telling you again, because first off, I've always been a worshiper, like a music minister. I'm always very comfortable with ministering with people. In fact, I don't believe I should have a normal conversation with people outside prayer and worship. That was my mindset then. I don't like any extra gist, all those conversations, until something happened in my life where I had to go back to the drawing board and ask questions. And I told you guys, for the people who came in early today, this is the day. This is the day everything aligns. And I'm telling you, everything I will teach you today, if you think it's product or visibility, those things, I don't know how to explain it. It's low-hanging fruits for us in the boot camp. First week. Why will I keep anybody? If all I'm going to tell the person is to go and synthesize a product, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. That's not monetization to me. And I'm going to share everything. Like I told you guys, once I'm done, I would delete this because I don't want anybody coming to watch it at their own spare time as part. This thing is useless enough for me not to pay attention. And I've told you guys again, if you have writing materials, get it down. Me like this, that's my name, Mother Ego. I will pour out myself tonight and even my spirit upon you for all those people who have been broken in one season or the other and have, had situations around them that infed. Your stories are valid. I'm saying it again, just so that it will not be like I'm selfless or I'm mindless about it. Your stories are valid, but there is a way your stories can be told that will make you even stronger and make people even, bond with you better, make you have those sales, make you start that companies that will literally bring a healing. So I've started my conversation small. You guys will start hearing it. This is my conversation basically again in a world of people obsessed with followers, algorithm, personal visibility. The real power players operate differently. Majorly for me, I don't like hustlers. If I notice that you're in your personality, you can literally do anything for money, I cut you off because you've not bought into my pattern. Because money will always come if you hold what I'm going to teach you tonight. See, I told you guys now, I just mapped out 1 week and said, this week I'm going to map out these people. And you will not even believe that I had literally almost 75% yes with money. It's not yes, let's see what we can do about it. Yes with a lot. And there is a positioning. I told you guys, it's not, some of you are so desperate that you're numb. Even when you're talking to some of those clients in the DMs, everybody's just sensing your desperacy. In the way, you must do. No, you shouldn't work with somebody who doesn't believe in what you are doing. You shouldn't. No. It's not by force. I jump on a call with you. I talk to you. Of course, my faith is that you're going to say yes. And for me, I've held that record. Literally, anybody I jump on a call with, I always say to my community members, but I've seen God do it every single time. Anybody I jump on a call with, literally always come up with something for me. It's a must. And I'm saying it's a must. And it's not new. I'm going to show you some of those patterns, right? Okay, so I've told you guys, if you think I'm going to be talking about courses, digital products, all those drama that most people used to do, coaching with small audience, just leave this place now, right? And I said it again, first week of my camp, we've done that one. In fact, we do max 3 classes. and you already have products, you're all over the place having clients. So it's not even a big deal for me. But I'm going to share some of those things that will make you literally stand out. And for the conversations, right? Everybody knows starts with a Y. That's also part of my gift today. Everybody, if you are hearing me right now in the comment section, I want you to type start with a Y, start with a Y, start with a Y. I have a 3 hours free course on that. I'll send it to everybody who is on live today. Somebody else should remind me. I didn't come with that link. I just felt in my spirit that I should share it for free so that anybody who has been confused running around, and I don't know, anytime I'm talking about this, I like how I'm feeling now because it has moved from just, holding conversations of money, quick money, all those rubbish talks. And I've moved to being. I want people who will stand out for our generations. I want people who will literally, hold conversations, speak to the president, go to the UN, host events in their cities. Those are the kind of people, found ideas. That's what I want. I don't want that desperation or that is usually, hanging around to make money online. I make sure that I removed any of that on my profile at all because I don't want all those desperation. Because again, I'm saying it again, a lot of people are desperate. But the people who are already in the camp, I know I showed you guys. If you're here and you've not listened to that 3 hours class I give as an assignment, the only advantage you have, those people in camp, is that I get to review it and make sure that I tailor it for you. But every other person, I'll make sure that I send you this material so that you can start. So I told you again, starting with your why, essential. That's point one. And I told you I have a 3 hours class for that, so I don't need to, go on sharing that again. So the next thing would be, you need to research for an agenda. A lot of you, what you are doing now, like I said again, DevOps engineer, like it's like what you still do is that you're calling a job role. You are not speaking to an agenda. And those are the things that makes longevity. I'll tell you again, there are different kinds of people who show up on LinkedIn every day. Some show up because they've built a community that they just have to show up for. Then some show up for a vision because there is a space for them. There are people they have to help daily. There are people who will need them. There are people who will not hear their voices. Who when they don't hear their voices. In fact, for me, sometimes I feel like if I don't show up, there are people who will be broken. There are people who will be taught nonsense. That's why I host this event and I do it low barrier. Because if I don't talk, like if I don't list my presence on the earth, on my people, on the people God sent to me, other people might take them in another direction and spreading all the desperation and all the drama, and people are just everywhere, screaming and scrambling, when you can actually sit down and become a force. So I'm saying it again. One of the things you want to do is research for an agenda. We know our why. I'm sorry, I can't go back there. But basically, before you start anything, okay, there are two callings. I've told you, whether you're Christian, you're Muslim or Buddhist, there is something in you that has a gap that you must feel. Like there's a pain. There are certain things for me, especially for me, governance. If I see anything that is not going on right, that's why I do live events. I get so provoked. I get pained. I just want to get it solved. And I know that leadership is going to do a whole lot. So I'm saying it again. You need to find a way. Find your why. That one you're gonna find that. You find that out when you watch that video. Then the next thing is to research for an agenda that supports the why. So essentially, why am I here? I told you guys two agendas. Why? Your innate call, something that you hear consistent in your soul that might not have even had anything to do with maybe something you can quantify. For me, what I showed up on LinkedIn because I just felt that people must go up. So if you see Phoenix Gate, if you came in and you saw the introduction, one of the things I did was that even from the name Phoenix Gate, I told myself that every time people meet me, like I am the gatekeeper in this sense, even for this event right now, every time everybody meets me, a door opens and they literally leap up. I was not even certain about what I was going to do. First of all, for most of you who know me, I'm a medical doctor, and shamelessly so, I love people. I have empathy. Those are most of the things that I literally had to transfer. But then the first primary goal I had was what? To make people go up. And it's even in the wiring of my camp. And sorry, excuse me. Thank you so much for giving me that break. Even in the wiring of my camp and everything I do, I make sure that anybody who comes to me, I just simplify everything and tell you, yeah, leap, leap, leap. I push you out, go and start your own thing. I'm not even bothered. Down to the person who manages my community. I'm even looking forward to the time she starts her own thing. Because most times people don't know the beauty of service until they start taking charge. So they might be feeling like they're doing so much. But if you start your own, you realize that everything you are doing, it's not even worth it. You've not even started anything. Me, I know how I combust every time I want to host an event. I used to ask myself, yeah, am I sure that I should even be doing this thing? Are these people going to even apply it? So I'm saying it again. You need to start with your why. Your why always is to, if you're a believer, there is an agenda of God in your soul that you need to answer. If you're also any other religion, there's that thing that once you do it, you're always happy. It might not be a niche yet. The reason why I'm talking about this agenda is because that is how most of you will eventually find it in the SDGs. Don't worry, I'll explain all that because, again, like I told you guys, we're building for founders. Like we're building founders in this particular bootcamp. That's what I want to do. I want to have founders, people who register their business all the way, people who host events, people who have grants and partnership. That's what me I want to be seeing. I'm not even talking about all this bomb. I told you guys, week 1, everybody will have a job. Week 1, that's my plan, because job is not even anything. The idea of jobs is for synthesis. And some of you, you're not smart enough. You do the work so much that you are lost. You don't even have time to think. So everything you see, you're just taking it hook, line, and sinker. And that's why you just believe that, oh, this is what I need. But you're not synthesizing. If you're not synthesizing, you can't lead. And you guys know that right now in Africa, our major need, I'm sorry for the guys who are from the US, the UK, our major need is leadership. And there's no leadership outside synthesis. So while you're hustling, jumping all around, engaging 6 a.m., 5 a.m., you should better have a why that you can make you go and stand on a TEDx stage and talk confidently, because you can relate what you do to the SDGs and knowing exactly what you can do when a position jumps on you. And I'm saying it just in case there's a government official here in this place. Number 1, gender equality. Gender inclusion. We're supposed to have 50-50 in the Senate. Call me. I am ready. I will do it. I'm passionate about leadership and I will do it. So you can see what you can now do with visibility, because you are now deeper and you're requesting for deeper things. So if you are desperate, some of you confuse monetization, go and write this thing. So you now act. Now, I told you guys now, see now, most of those things that people now sell, ChatGPT does them. So how are you different? Synthesis, agenda, believe, right? How you can easily bring people around you for a purpose. But remember, any small thing, 2 days, $10,000 per week. It's not like it's bad. But again, some of the conversations that we're holding this night, some of you will literally go on to become governors. Please remember me. I dey beg you now. So I'm saying it again. In case the politician handles this, I'm ready. Deputy governor, call me. Like, I'm ready for the work. That's the kind of mindset, literally, everybody should start building. So your why keeps you going. Don't worry, when you watch that videos, you see how I broke it down. So, but then I've been trying to tell you there are 2. 1, the call of God on your life, specifically what he told you. If you don't know that, take it fast. There's nothing wrong with it. For me, I love to. In fact, today I'm fasting like this as I'm talking to you guys. Most times when I want to talk to people, because I know that it's God's honor upon me to have people gather to me like this, I always at least take. In fact, I wanted to start fasting from Friday, because that's what I do anytime I get an opportunity to speak in church. I just take a stretch so that I show up with no food in my belly. And then no food in your belly helps you pray better. You know that hunger pangs. When you're feeling hungry, your mouth will just be speaking in tongues on its own. And I personally like that feeling. Then I'm hoping that a lot of us will be doing that as well. Because like I said again, the marketplace is not a place for people who are careless. So everything that everybody is worried about, God is aware that you're worried about it, but you have to have an agenda. So I've told you, research for an agenda. Another way to research for an agenda. Yes, I love to see people rise. So I can now go to the SDGs. For some of us who know it, a sustainable development goal, just go and check it. It's 1 to 17. After today, go and research. Number 1, I think there is no poverty, 0 hunger, all of them list, I think five. I picked 5 and 8. If you notice, some of my posts these days, my direction is I'll somehow put women. Sometimes I'll talk about something. It's not even the ultimate for me because again, I'm a spiritual being. So my primary agenda is to love God because nothing there this world. Oh, some of you are gonna make $100 million and you will not be here, and it's not bad. Like even Jesus, even Jesus, a whole son of God, had to leave us at 33. So nobody is promising you that, oh, you hit your head here. But again, I said, of course, with long life, God has certified us. I don't want to scare anybody here, but then I would want you all to be circumspect. That's the word. That means you're able to build, but you're not short-sighted to the job that you don't have now. And I'm saying it because job is not a problem for us. I would tell you 3 things, 4 things that you can do, and then you have a job. Like in 1 week. 1 week is even too much. Like what I'm going to do this night, I'll show you guys everything you will do to reposition yourself. Some of you will even get jobs almost immediately. So I said again, start with your why, research for an agenda, pick at least 2. 3 might be too much on that 1 to 17, and start meditating. Okay. The one that is everywhere now that has lots of opportunities raised around it is climate, especially. I think climate is like number 1. Next will be women, right? Because again, we have not yet achieved any 50-50 representation in any workforce, in any political power all across the country. I'm literally quoting UN. So it means that there's still lots of gap there. People who want to fund your businesses, that pulls people in that direction. For those people that will join us in class, I'll show you how to break it down specifically for your niche. Okay. So I've told you, start with your why. You're going to get a writing material now. I want you to research. These are some of the freebies. Again, I want you to research 10 products, 10 professionals. Just write it. These ones, they are not hard, right? Research 10 products, 10 professionals, then go on a meditation. If you have been confused for a while and so many negative things have been coming to your head. So the voices of your parents who said you never make it. For some of us who had step siblings or who were steps, and those parents were favoring their children so much that you almost have carried it on your soul that it will never be well with you. And then those of us who went through a very bad divorce, I'm saying it again, these things will help. If you're a believer, add fasting to it. So again, I said you're going to go on a meditation. For those people who are in camp, I told you guys, that's why I wanted you people to come here, right? Just write these things for me. 10 products, 10 professionals that are doing it. 10 products that represent an agenda for you. Something you can do for the next 10 years. I want you to get that out. For those people that will join us today, I'll be able to walk through those products with you. We'll tick out the ones that we cannot do now. We can shift them into phases so that it becomes a long-term conversation. Then you meditate, every negative word that has been coming at you, you fight it square and fair with God's word, with prayers until you come out of it. Then documentation. If you are here and you are not documenting, if you are here and you're not documenting, you're on your own. No. Anything you have not written anywhere. In fact, for me, I'm going to take it to top notch to say, if you don't have a hard copy book, especially for people with sub-Saharan, please just save yourself the drama and go and get a book. In fact, let me even show you guys my recent book. I got this book, normal notebook. Oh, I'm a book freak. Normal notebook. Oh, I think it's 16K, just normal, and it's purple, guys. Something that makes me. It already has like each month as tags, something I can always write. They don't have to take lights. My battery doesn't have to be low or flat for me to get discouraged. I just know that I always, like when we started this campaign, that was my first page. I just quickly wrote down all the things I wanted to do and I kept striking them. So again, giving your soul a purpose. So the reason why some of you don't know what to do is that you're hanging around everywhere. There's no agenda for your soul. You're not even seeing beyond LinkedIn. You're not seeing beyond 200 likes and comments. You're not even seeing beyond 500 likes and comments. So you're stuck. That's what happens to a lot of people. After a while, they just disappear because again, anything you don't engineer is not yours. So somebody should write it there. Anything you don't engineer is not yours. Yes, there's the beauty of inbound leads. I mean, you sitting down and people are just coming in. But anything you don't engineer is not yours. There is a concept in physics that is called, umbra, penumbra. I'll explain that for those people who join the class, but this is it. There's a time You can host your first cohort or anything. A lot of people will jump on it. Next one, a lot of people will jump on it, right? As you do it often and over again, you start eating your penumbra, right? You start eating your, yeah, like your umbra, which is your main core. That's your being able to have people in your circle of influence, register, get on board for, or buy your digital products and all that. Then your penumbra, all of a sudden, you notice that everybody around you has bought. Now your product starts to plateau if you don't have other plans. If you don't have other plans. And that's why for me, even from the start, there should always be another plan. Don't My own is I don't have to wait till I'm desperate about anything. I make sure that I'm putting in all that I need to put in daily to, of course, get that traffic in. And I told you guys that that's what I am going to be doing, right? Anything you did not engineer is not yours. Life was wired for exchange. So some of you who are in those free communities, in those the reason why you don't show up for meetings is because you did not pay. And I'm not going to lie to you. Try it. Pay your money for something. Even some of you, the reason why you will not implement some of the things you hear today, that's why I'm not even scared to even say it, is because there is no exchange. So those are the things you want to do consistently for yourself. Make sure that you're in a place where you are consistently engineering. That's what Apple does in their slogan, think different. That means they've opened up themselves for innovation. They will not get to a point like BlackBerry, who refused to go from, from the literally keypad. I mean, what do they call it? Yeah, keypads. They found it very hard to remove their keypads. And before they know it, innovation had already moved and they lost. They had to, of course, pivot into other businesses, which is still wins up to date. But that's why it's very, very important that you innovate, okay? And you move up, because when you step out consistently, you read the room. Anything you engineer, it's easier for you to read, test, come back. Even that's why, even in your posts, when you engineer those posts, even consistently, something is happening to you. But I'm still saying again that you don't stop there. You don't stop there. So let me go quickly. Like I told you guys, when you see the video, I explained everything around the golden circle rule. It's a 3 hours class. You find it. Simon Sinek was the one who, made this very published a book that was bestseller. Start with Why, and then I think there's another book with almost similar name. I've forgotten the second Why, but if anybody needs it, I'll send the, what did he call it? His a catalog of his books to the community so that anybody who needs it can get it. So I'm saying this again. Every time you wake up and you're not engineering growth, you're going to go down. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. So that's exactly how people eventually don't show up. You don't see them because there's no synthesis and no why. So I've told you guys, we've gotten our first gift already. Our first two gifts. I've sent you guys TiSwap, right? And I've also sent the DM strategy playbook. I think the next gift I'm going to sell is the Global Opportunities Toolkit. Just look out for it in the comment section as well. Like I told you guys, at the end of this event, we'll just delete it, cuckoo and see the hot, because we don't want anybody to find it. I don't want it, because I know that some people, they don't even synthesize. After watching this, my event like this, that's how they will go and host another event and start talking what they don't know. Please synthesize in Jesus' name. Let me be able to come to your event and say, oh, lovely, this person was able to do this. I get irritated when I see people who just copy all those charts, copy all those AI. I'm telling you guys, you don't know what this generation is. And the truth is, the more you synthesize, the more you think, for want of words, that's literally how people, suck in your presence. When you have an opportunity to speak, everybody knows that you're not going to be sharing the same thing. And that's why you guys trusted me in this event, because I'm not going to gather you people and be telling you people the same thing everybody's saying. I will take you through that journey. Okay. So I've given you this. So again, let's have a confession break. This is the day everything aligns for me. Please, I want everybody to say that, so that we can have everyone in the comment section saying it. This is the day everything aligns for me. Please, let's go ahead and put this chat up so that we'll be fast. We already have some hours really fast spent. Thank you so much, everybody who has joined us to this point. I know that people really want to learn, and on God, my heart goes out. I've prayed about this event. I've also made sure that everybody who is going to go out here, at least you will understand some of the things that you need to do to start charging well. Most times when people are talking about making money online, what they do is that they go to the things and they start saying, you go and do this, go and do this, and you try it 2 times, in quotes, if you don't have the results, you just run off because there's no root, no foundation, no mentorship, no circle where people will be telling you things. Oh, don't do it like this. Oh, do it like this. Oh, don't do it like this. Most people don't tell you those things. So you find yourself going in circles. And I realized that for especially people building online. Some people think that those who are building online are different from people who own businesses on ground. It's the same thing. The reason why somebody goes out to their shop and open it up is because they know that somebody is coming. That should be your own, positioning as well. We're going to get to that. In fact, if there's anything I'm going to give you guys today is I'll build from your background to you standing as an authority, like a mother eagle for your niche. You'll be able to talk anywhere. TEDx will be, in fact, I don't know how to explain that. It will be one of the easiest thing you're going to do for yourself. So again, so we've said it again, this is a day everything aligns. Thank you so much for listening to me. I've been able to share my journey, right, with all of us. The only thing I've not said is that, yes, I've done business for over 20 years, and it's the beauty of, the Igbo system of learning trades and sales. That's literally part of the things that I enjoyed. But because my mom was a perfectionist, as I was learning it, I was just feeling like I didn't know. Then medicine had the way of worsening it too. Okay, because in medicine, you don't do trial and error, you must get it right. So that has been my approach to anything. I don't take anything just like that on in the internet. I make sure that I do my synthesis. I'll advise you. Somebody can advise you and you go and do it and you don't get it. But I know exactly how things work. I don't even know. I think it's a prophetic gift for me. So that's why I always talk about God, because I know that He engraced me differently. So I've told you guys, get out your writing materials because we have started work. Let me start quickly with some of that. Okay, so we've done the style swap break. So first phase, let's say you are just showing up online right now. Day one, this is your day one. Either you have a skill or you don't have a skill, right? And you're looking for an opportunity. I've told you guys the first thing to do is to stop looking, behaving, talking like a job seeker. I've seen a lot of people with posts like that. People share posts. I'm desperate right now. I'm currently being sent out of my house. There's something for the next meal. It's possible, oh, you can do fund me and people will send you money, but it will never be erased. Just imagine your niche, except maybe you're in the healthcare niche. Imagine that, okay, your niche is to help people make money online and you just finish begging for a job. How are you going to host people to now tell them that, oh, that you help people, you move their companies from A to B? Of course, when they go back to your old posts, let's say somebody took a screenshot of that, they will just say, this person that was begging online just went when. Now the person is saying that they are going to move your company's ROI from 1 to 10x. I'm telling you again, you need to literally pay attention. So everybody, if you're here, I want you to confess in the comment section, I quit the hustling spirit. Just quit it now. Type it. I quit. Okay, so I quit the hustling spirit. I quit it. Everybody should say it. Okay, so I think a lot of people are looking for one thing or the other in the group chat. Okay, I know what I would do, right? So that everybody gets the link and it has to be within the confines of this meeting as well. Okay, so I told you guys, the first thing you want to do is to reposition from lack, right? A lot of us, okay, awesome. There are some people who are in our community that I sent that 3 hours link to. Please help me put it here. So I think I saw that's the people who just joined the wait list for the boot camp. I've already sent it to them. I gave them as an assignment so that they will write, they will synthesize and give me back conversations. I think I saw, where are they? They've not been, okay. Yes, Oluchukwu, please help me send them the 3 hours meeting. I saw quite a lot of people in the new one. So please help me drop it so that everybody can just copy it. I want them, at least let them copy it and keep it somewhere so that when we are done, we'll have people whose lives literally are transformed. Okay, so I said it again. The first thing you want to do is repositioning, right? And I know a lot of times when people are talking about positioning online, some of you quickly go and copy headline from top creators. In fact, some people, I'm ashamed of them. Somebody even copied my headline and was sending me collection requests. And I just told myself now, so if I jump on a call now and I say I want to give this person a job, for this thing that they copied and they wrote, can they do it? So I'm saying it again. Repositioning is not just rewriting your headline. It's not just rewriting your headline like everybody keeps saying. It's not about that. Synthesis will give you authority to speak, even in rooms. Repositioning, I'll show you guys the different types of repositioning tonight. Messaging repositioning, visual repositioning, conversational repositioning. That is how, when you jump on calls with these people, they feel a steadiness. Thank God I brought Mr. Onyinye here. Literally, I don't know him from Adam. I just looked at this thing, went down to his experience, and I saw World Bank. I say, Shikenan, this is my client. That's what I told myself. Sent him a DM, and like I told you guys, I've given the first two gifts already, so that you can have something to work with. But again, I told you, repositioning is not just going to your about and writing whatever. I think I gave an example of one of my dialing friends here who came into my DM, and I saw what she wrote on her headline. And I was like, this thing that she's writing here has no correlation with what she said she does. And I know what it is. It's likely she copied AI, or she probably saw somebody who wrote it and copied it and went and just reproduced. So now you've copied. You jump on a call, you are a crayfish. They're telling you negotiate your costs, your pricing. You cannot, because you don't even have the skill of what it takes. And guess what? You have every day to pivot in your pricing. Every day. And I'm telling you the truth. You don't charge your what is because you don't even know your what. You don't even know what you're delivering to the clients. Like I said again, that's part of things we're going to discuss tonight as well. So I told you, if you want to reposition, one of the core drivers of what you want to do is problem ownership. Mind you, I did not say problem solving, because that's the one everybody says everywhere. Find a problem to solve. I've told you again, these are the kind of ideations and conversations that can only come from meditation. I said it again, problem ownership. I wrote problem ownership stroke leadership. I know why I put leadership there, and I'm going to explain to people in camp, because there are some people, that's why when I was talking, I said it outrightly, that there are people who will not have skills, but they will make money. So I put / leadership, because I'm going to show you the steps of how to make money even without a skill. Okay, so I think I put that on my list. So I didn't say, oh, you must have an excellent expertise. The only thing is, if you are around me and you're not building, like, okay, day one, I don't know how to tag somebody on a post, and you're social media management. Till day two, your brain did not tell you that you should just research and start doing it. Then I know that you're incorrigible and you're not ready to learn. For me, if you're just ready to learn, that's more than enough for me to work with you. Like I said again, I said problem ownership. What you'll be seeing most of the make money online people talk about is problem solving. And for me, we've passed there. For you to even solve a problem, right? You need to own it. It's like a circle. Own it. Say, this is my circle of influence. So for us as Phoenix Gate, this is my gate. This is my gate. You see this niche, this revenue architecture system, depending on what you've called yourself, brand monetization strategies. For me, I decided, and I sat on it on this LinkedIn, and I said, this one now my problem. If anybody is broke, call me, right? If anybody needs help, call me. If somebody looks down there on themselves enough not to charge, call me. This is my place. I have taken it. So I've told you guys, core drivers, problem ownership, or leadership. Leadership is because you might not have what it takes. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do to start. So again, I'll still give you a curriculum for those people who have not strengthened their hearts. They're complete beginners. I'll tell you exactly what you'll be doing daily. Okay, so we'll go straight to, I've told you guys. So the first thing in our positioning that everybody always talks about, and some of you think is position, is to go and copy people's posts and start posting and calling you start having 500 likes and comments. Then you now start calling yourself top creator. I said again, it's not bad. But you ask yourself, what problem am I owning? Like, what problem would somebody think of and they will call Vivian? See, if you jump on a call with Vivian will get this thing done for you. That is problem ownership. And I told you, leadership is the way to coordinate things around it. Sorry, that one is not for this class, okay? And for me, leadership, I put it there because only my synthesis brought that. When you see people talking about these conversations, they don't talk about that again, because I told you guys that literally in Africa and almost everywhere, check the patterns of every CEO you see something that we'll discuss for our class one in our new founders hub. Part of the things we're going to do is that we're going to take a we're going to do a, why should I even say it here? Don't worry, guys. The people who will join will find out what we're going to do. So I said again, positioning is usually from the ground up. It is not visibility. It is not branding aesthetics. It is not showing up. That's not positioning yourself to get a job. Showing up is not positioning yourself to get a job. I'm saying it now because I know I have read people's posts. Thank God I'm here. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I told myself, you see this link, I'm not going anywhere, because I see what people write every day, and I'm like, okay, I can't keep correcting everybody, but I have a platform. So I'll say it again. Positioning is not visibility. Positioning is not brand aesthetics. Positioning is not showing up alone. All those things. Yes, these are like results. These are the things that can happen when you position yourself properly. Like I said again, the first thing is ownership. When you own it, you can now deliberately start controlling how people perceive your excellence. And I'm going to tell you some of the things that you're going to be doing, right? So, so I said again, we've done number one, we've owned the problem. Number two, we've now known the foundation of positioning, and we know what positioning is not, right? All these things are the result of a proper positioning, right? And perception creation is also part of the things that you do when you start solving problems. So just imagine, let me give you an example for the people who think I'm talking a bit, I'm like on their necks. Let me give you an example now. Let's say I tell you that I'm going to make you $10,000 if you join my cohort, right? Right? And you believe it. That is perception. So in your heart, for me, you have positioned me as the mother eagle who will give you results. And nobody can just do that for you because you have 1,000 likes and comments. No, you must have results in the direction of what you're offering. So I'm saying it now. For those people who say that they are DevOps engineer and they are calculating their success as only likes and comments, you know that you have entered one chance. Except you want to sell visibility courses, which is still excellent. Everything your hand finds doing, you should do it well. But you have to start thinking specifically for your own niche. Problem ownership for your own niche. Of course, clarity is beautiful. When you start celebrating lots of your results, you're easily going to start having tractions in your directions. But the proof that you're figuring it out in any niche is not likes and comments on your posts. It is getting jobs or getting conversions in the light of what you're doing. Okay, I'm not going to make this thing hard, right? Let me go straight to the next one. I've told you guys, some of you now, under perception for positioning, some of you, they will just be calling you, oh, she's a strategy person. Like me now, everybody that on LinkedIn knows I'm a monetization person. If you're going to call me to speak on any platform, it's easier for you to call me to speak on monetization, owning a narrative, agenda. Those are the kind of things I hold conversations for. And like I told you guys, when I sat down and I went through the SDGs, the 1 to 17, I have chosen that at time to time I'll be speaking to women, because again, I've seen the huge gap and the problem gap where a lot of people literally think that they cannot make it out a particular season in their life. So I've been able to give us an example of what this looks like, right? So when you have done those first three ones, so problem ownership, when you found the problem that you want to solve, you've matched it to an agenda, all those ones that we did at the beginning, right? We are not really talking to people. That one are the things that happens inside us. Don't worry, like I told you, if you're confused at this point, that's exactly what the bootcamp is in. We talk for hours. Trust me, I can talk. We talk for hours. You pick one person, do example, we break it down for you so that you find an agenda. I will even find an agenda for some of you that will come on board so that you will even understand how simple that is literally going to be. So I said it again. The regular positioning equation you see on LinkedIn is the one of who you serve, what problem you solve, Also, in our case, now we're going to say what problem you own, even though people might not see it that way. Like I told you guys, it's my synthesis that brought me into that place. So, how you solve it, why you should be trusted. So, please, if you don't have this equation, just copy it, or you can even go to my profile. You see exactly what I did there. Okay, so the first thing we did was we owned the problem. I've told you guys that's the first one. Then the second one is that what did we do? What was the second thing we did? Let me be sure everybody's following us. Please, if you're still here, leave the fire emoji. If you're still here, leave the fire emoji with me. And please, if you just came in, kindly repost. If you've reposted before, repost it again, so that we can have a lot of people coming in. Okay, so that's very beautiful. So again, we said again, the first thing we want to do is we reposition this. Second one is perception creation, and I told you most of the work is in the foundation. That's the first ever conversations that we held. Then when you have done all these ones, and guess what, it's not a 1 day thing, it might not be a 2 day thing. AI can help you, add your ideas together, but AI will still be giving you, my language is called eri. So some of you who just copied the eri, oh, because AI gave you something, you just copy it and go and put it on your headline. You know that you've entered one chance, because again, AI is just to support your thoughts. It is for synthesis. You're just supposed to just say, oh, okay, so this is what other people are doing. Oh, nice. I will go in with my own, I'll pray and still believe God that I'm solving specific problems in my own language. Okay, for different seasons. There'll be a time of my LinkedIn journey where I will have just one line as my LinkedIn headline, and I've been working on it every day, but not now. You need enough portfolios. So I'm just probably just putting that on side, because again, this is a positioning equation. If you want to copy it, you can copy it as well. So for me, this is also synthesis from my thoughts. I've never had anybody talk about it. That's the trust in the index lineage. This is what positioning is hinged on. Like, it's the main index. I don't know how to say it. It's the main authenticity of positioning. So every time people say, just position yourself. So people, they don't know Shingbine, they don't know anything, but they will come, rebrand themselves, put yellow color, purple color everywhere. They're all over the place, commenting from morning to night. And they're not even guilty, telling themselves, the day that these clients will tell me, so I've put DevOps engineer on my headline. The day clients will tell me to develop something for their operations, will I start shaking, or I'll start calling other people? So I tell you again, I know exactly what I will make you do in that point. For us in our community, we don't lose money. Anybody that comes to me, I collect my money first. So I'm just saying it so that you understand that the goal is not to make you start feeling small, but it's also to help you start asking questions. So I said again, the Trucks Index lineage, I wrote it myself, so I call it the Phoenix lineage, right? Is literally your ability to build the trust ladders. And I think Mr. Onye was saying something in that direction, right? But I'm going to say exactly what it is. A positioning without a proof collapses. So all the things you wrote in your headline now. Okay, so let me ask questions, right? If everything you wrote in your headline, you can do it now, type yes in the comment section. If everything you wrote in your headline, you can provide that result now, type yes. Type yes. Please, if you cannot provide the result, don't type, so that nobody will now say, oh, so this person cannot do it. Just if anything you have put down on your headline as a result, you can produce that result, type yes. Type yes so that we know. I want to know that you type yes. Go ahead and type yes now. I'll give us a little time, so that I'm so happy for all the people who are currently on live. You guys are just amazing. And I'll tell you some of the things we will do. Okay, so I'm going to give us 1 more minute. I know that there's a lag between the studio and LinkedIn. So if everything on your headline now like this, if they tell you job, come and take this job, please, nobody should type no. Only people that can do the work should type yes. Only people that can do the work. Okay, so that's very, very beautiful. Awesome. So we have amazing people. So if you can do the work, the what do they call it? The cementing, that's the energy of your positioning is in your results. So everyone here, right? Go get them. If you've ever worked with anybody, so people who join the camp, I think I can see Mrs. Ifoma, right? Quickly, I want you to take a script. If you've ever worked with anybody before day one on camp, go and take a screenshot of all those results. I'll tell you what you're going to do with it. All of it, right? All of it. So I've told you, this is again part of the things you're going to do to build your trust in this lineage. Number one, your results. Have them handy. A lot of us can do more, but because we lack meditation, so we don't even know what we can do because we're not keeping results. So everybody you've worked with, go and take screenshots. If you're a coach, take a journey of that screenshot. So it's not just one you're going to take, from when you met the client to your onboarding to the person saying yes to the payment. Go and take all of them and keep it somewhere. We're going to talk about it. Another trust index lineage is, of course, having an environment. There are two types of environment. For me, there's the inner circle of environment. That means as a beginner, you might not have people around you that have, 1,000 likes and comments, 2,000 likes and comments, 10,000 likes and comments, but you can have at least 3-5 people on LinkedIn that they can taste what you do, and those people should be able to trust you, not that they are your friends or you're in a community somewhere and you're engaging and they're just engaging to help you. Please don't do that to your soul, because most times when you send them those links, they will not use it. Let's say you want to offer them a services, they will not trust you to, they will not even use it. You can send them things, they will not use it. Okay, so I'm saying it again. There are two different kinds of environments. The people you brought into your environment by inspiration is the one I'm talking about for trust lineage. That means they saw one of your posts and they're like, how did you get this result? And they entered your DMs. Those are the ones I'm talking about. Okay. So like I said again, by associations, institutions, of course, that's what the builders room that we're going to host tonight is going to have. We're going to have a group of people that will just be thinking through together, coming up with ideas, concepts, and insights, right? Then again, you have to have constant messaging. I'm going to show you guys how this thing works. That means every single time that you want to hold conversations in that direction, everybody should know you as a particular, like you have to hold a particular conversation, sometimes at the expense of your reach, sometimes, especially if you're a beginner, because again, you don't really know it very well. So your posting is part of your research. So showing up on LinkedIn is a proof that you are learning something. I did not say you should do day one, my first day of posting on LinkedIn. I don't used to do those funny things. Even the people that are bootcamp, we never do that, because that can be very helpful for our camp. When people post and say, "Oh, day one, I'm starting. I don't know how to do things, but please, you people should hold me up." All those dramatic things. That's your trust index lineage going down. But of course, a community, we can stay amongst ourselves. When we post our day one post, yes, we post to say, yes, we have taken on this journey. But even in that posting taking up on this journey is because I personally know that LinkedIn favors dramatic new beginnings. But in that dramatic new beginnings, there's how we also craft our posts to make sure that you are on top of your game, and then you're not seen as, oh, pity me kind of conversation. You're still seen as somebody who would, hold conversations in high places. So let me just be as fast. I have almost, you don't know how many slides I have here. Let me not discourage you. So the whole summary of everything I've talked about under positioning is the 6 cores. If one is weak, literally your perception breaks. And the truth is, right, your perception does not have to be complete as once. You can grow into perceptions. That's the beauty of meditation. Like, how does somebody, let me come up with a brand slogan for Apple, think different. How is it that somebody is able to pick up a particular messaging and over the years, it was just the right word? Then we now talk about Nike. How does Nike just say, just do it? And like centuries after, or not centuries, decades after, just do it. It's the right conversations for their brand. So we're going to talk about all those things, and I'm going to, of course, break it down for everybody who will be on Canva as well. So I said again, there are different types of positioning. So we've done messaging, right? That's all the ones that we did at the beginning. I talked about headline, I talked about bio, right? We talked about core statements, and then repeated phrases. Repeated phrases is what these guys do. Um, all the slogans I just talked about, right? You should have a repeated phrase on LinkedIn that people know you about, whether a concept or a presence. For me, it is mother ego. So anytime I show up, in fact, when somebody calls me that, I remember what I'm on LinkedIn to do. Yes, I'm not on LinkedIn to, to be all over the place. I synthesize. It's leadership. It's being able to paint a direction. So I cannot be wasting my time jumping around when I know that people's lives depends on me. Of course, I'm a mother, but at the same time, I'm an ego because I will make you do the work. Okay, so I'm just going to go over this one very fast so that I don't keep us long here. So there's message positioning, right? When you get everything right for those who will join us, I will synthesize it specifically for you. Then there is the visual positioning. We've already done a bit of that when style swap. So all the people that I tagged in the comments who had those funny photos, please, we're going to correct that before tomorrow. Please just make sure you use the style swap and quickly just make those corrections. So because again, your photos must signal this authority, clarity, environment. For those people who are public speakers, you might want time to time. If you notice, I do that on purpose. Some of my posts, I take pictures that were taking me in events on purpose so that you know that I'm a speaking person. I'm a speaking being. And then today, look at what I did. I was very, very smart. My guest speakers were my clients. So anything I'm teaching you now, I'm not even teaching you about what happened with my community. I have a lot, in fact, testimonials here, lots. Most literally almost I can say almost 90% of people who are showing up consistently in camp had results. So in fact, most of them were here at in the comments, and they kept healing. I'll do all that maybe at the end of this. I'll post their pictures so that you know them, you can see them, and then you can talk to them, find out whether it was worth it. If they discourage you, believe them, right? Believe them, because every time I have to work with people, I always ask myself, why am I doing this? Because I feel like I shouldn't be doing it. I should be able to face my own time, because anytime I have to host students, I actually pause my own timing for what some of the things I need to do for myself. Okay, so I've told us again, we've done photo. I don't want to stay too long here. So I've told you your photo must signal this authority, clarity, environment. Environments for those into public speaking. You'd want to take photos speaking. So you cannot just write global speaker on your profile and then there's no time when it's showing that you're holding conversations. And for global speakers, that beginning, you must have an agenda. You must have an agenda, else nobody will call you ever to come and speak about anything. If you are just all the conversations you hold, all those common conversations, like all this visibility, even in the visibility, there are niches in visibility. You need to sit down on a gate and hold it so that anytime you're talking, like ideas are fresh. Like most of the things I said here, you won't find it anywhere. So I've gone for live events. Most times when I go for live events, I just enjoy people's presence and I enjoy the fact that they were audacious. But most of the time, most people just repeat conversations, and for me, it doesn't work for me that way. So I'm saying it now so that you can start challenging some of your thought processes as well, because you now know that, oh, you said you're a global speaker, so you need to have an agenda. So I've told you guys types of positioning photos. I said it already: authority, environmental photos, proof photos. So given all of us assignments, all the things you've ever done for anyone in this life, just go and take pictures. If you've never worked with anybody, join us in camp. We'll show you you'll get a job in the first week. That's my promise to you. Except you're a very lazy person, a very nice. Even laziness is seeing you and saying, "Ah, brother, you lazy past me." Oh. But if you're ready to put in, and it's not even a hard work. See AI everywhere. AI is for synthesis, but I still come at the ideations because I don't like that verbatim, like you pick from AI and then you pour out. No. So I said community photos. Okay, so I think I've been able to do a lot of conversations. If we have understood till this point, everybody just say something. let me be sure that you're with me. Just say Mother Eagle, just type Mother Eagle if you're still here and you've learned something. I want to know if you've learned something today. Because if you leave me, ask my community people. I used to teach for 5 hours. In fact, I have a class, a 5 hours class. I will not give it to anybody. It's 10,000. For those in the US, it's $50. For those in Nigeria, I can do it at 10,000 naira for you guys. But I can talk, right? And my slides have not even gone halfway. But I want to be sure that we all get it. But then also I want to make sure that we have people who come in the backstage with us so that they can come in and we can help their journeys. I even feel that I have to do this because I already have people in camp already. So I don't want them to um go in alone. And because I know that I'm going to put in my life, I want to have more people so that it's going to be easier for me to work with people together at once. But to be to be fair on God, I'm not sure I'm going to hold another boot camp again. I'm not sure. In fact, what makes me hold boot camps is people who join my wait list without even, some people join it without letting me know. So I've also learned my lesson. When I finish this night, I'll just deactivate so that I don't put myself, because this season I've seen it an effectual doors, and that's what we're going to be talking about for most people that will be in camp. How you can be replicating results. I told you guys my speakers. I don't know, even though our time gap with my lady Life of SG. I'm sure most of you know her very well. She's very, very famous on Instagram. She's that I don't know how many people remember when I said that I casually walked in on Instagram and then I got an international client from Instagram. She's the one. So even Mr. Onyinye, the same way he's so both of them, I worked with my clients this time. Normally what I normally do is I work with my students, right? But I just told myself, because again I'm pivoting, sincerely, I'm not sure I would want to have students after this batch. I'm not sure, except there will be a curriculum that is independent of me. That's because I already have seen something that is working and I want to teach this next batch super closely. And I've told you guys, we are beyond money. We're a force. That's my plan. I want to be able to raise people who are very excellent. So I've told you guys, predictable income is very possible. Like this week that I did that thing I did, I literally had money. In fact, right now I have a contract on a pipeline. Like I said, because this event is sponsored, I will not mention those people's names, but you guys will you see the announcement soon, right? Because we've already opened up the tab. So for people who are not confident in pricing, I already have a system on Notions that will help break down prices for everyone. Even though we're still going to teach it, I'll calculate prices for everyone, even in camp individually. That's what I'm going to do in this particular camp. So our goal is we're going to raise founders at the end of the main boot camp itself. That's the 4-week intensive boot camp. We have you become a founder. Then we meet every Friday for the whole year. Every Friday for the whole year. That one is if you are stuck, you ask me any question, provided you coming on time, we do everything, work on everything with you. So only people who are in the boot camp will enjoy that. Initially, we left it open to everyone, but we have our community is pivoting now because, like I said again, most people are not taking action because they feel like they got it free, so they don't want to move. So let me just paint a vision for all of us here. If you're on live right now and you're with me, tell me how much you think you can earn every month. Let's just do something. What do you think? Like based on the skill you have now, right? How much do you think you can be earning every month if you just put your head down? Or let's go from there. How much do you think you'd like to earn every month? Please let me see it so that I know what the kind of people I'm working with. So let's go very fast. Okay. Yeah. So I'm seeing a lot of our class people already holding conversations. Okay. Awesome. Because those are our meetings. Now we'll start making it exclusive because again, like I said, when people don't know the value of things, they'll show up when they like. And for me, my spirit doesn't work that way. So I've tried for my community. I've done the Phoenix Gay community for 2 years straight. We did not ask any of them for money, but then also we cannot hold them accountable. So we're going to make that change. I've been telling them, I've been begging them that I'm going to make change. We've asked different questions, but this is the week that we are going to. Okay, yes. So see, Buki is already in camp. Ifoma is already in camp. Okay, see, Amanda is already in camp. Who are the people? Let me spotlight my camp people. Is Barbara in camp? No, I don't think Barbara is in camp. No, Barbara is in camp. Barbara, tell me if you're in camp. Let me spotlight the people that have paid. They are the ones that are putting me on that fire. If not, I will not. I'm sincerely where I am with my soul. I just ask myself, why am I helping people? Okay, so let me see. Because again, my goal is to build a community. I don't just want to have people that will just be there. They are not growing spiritually, mentally. They cannot even hold tax. They magnify everything. Okay, so I am seeing everybody. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so Buki said, thank Buki is also in camp. She registered on the 29th of May. So all these people that are talking, most of them, thank God you people came. I've already planned you people one thing. So please, I hope you guys have done the first assignment. That one, we've not started our classes, but I just gave them a read through. And they're the ones that are going to likely do it because yes, they're going to have somebody who is going to be accountable for them. So we're just seeing $10,000, and all these things are very, very easy. If we do some of the strategies that we're going to do, like I told you guys, that's how I met some of these guys that I brought on board, is that you don't just wait. Partly, I'm going to say it again. The algorithm will show you to more Nigerians if they notice that you're engaging. And I think it's unfair, like for you to expect that somebody who probably doesn't earn in that level to pay you that for a service they earn. So that's why for me, I go outside of the algorithm. I build, if you know me now, everybody knows I post by 6:30. Max, I can be late 10 minutes, 5 minutes, but 6:30 to 7 is my time, like my penumbra, the time when I post. So it tells you that I take visibility seriously. There are many people who have helped me, who have strengthened me. I can call their names. Um, 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 Blossom, all of them, they have done very well helping and strengthening me in that time. And that's why I show up at a particular time, even though I know that I have many ways that I can make money effortlessly. Okay, see Folarin is also in the camp as well. Adisola. So I'm just calling the names of the people who have already put, you are the ones that are putting me on high jump. Some of them are saying coming to my DM, man, when are we going to start? I'm like, oh Jesus, people don't even understand that anytime I pause, like I pause my own ideations. I don't want to like that breaking transmission. Okay. Okay, so I've asked us the kinds of monies that we want to make. So I'm going to ask you again, based on a few things that we've learned so far, do you think that you know exactly what to do to make that money come to your account every month? I'm seeing $20,000 here. I like that because, of course, why not? Nobody should hold. Is your dreams. You're not a thief if you're making any, you're dreaming. It's your dreams. But you should have a way of accomplishing it so that you don't give up at any point. Okay, yes, Folarin. Yes, I've just called your name. I acknowledged you. Thank you so much for those streaming on YouTube. We actually streamed on 4 platforms today. I was on Substack. I'm on Facebook right now. I can see YouTube. Please, if you're on YouTube, watching for YouTube, please just say something so that we can also spotlight you as well. Thank you so much, Folarin. Folarin is also already in camp. So all these people that I mentioned their names, they are already in. And like I said, I can show you everything we've done for the other campus, but I wanted to show you my own personal results, and that's why I brought most of the people I've worked with for like to speak today, so that you also understand that I am not fabricating something and I'm telling you that you're going to go and do one digital product. I've told you guys, as a if I in my camp we dash those things out. That's exactly what I was doing during this event today. I kept sending those links. Those links I was telling you is that I'm not even expecting I'm going to make any serious money. So let me ask a question now. So you that want to make $5,000, so you think it's by selling 5,000 book, that's when you're going to get $5,000. And it's not that you cannot get. The question is it going to be repeatable? So will you have $5,000 every month from selling digital products? Digital products are like side hustle, right? They are not even the main thing. Okay, they're so see my guys. Let me even be putting it up. See, like your dreams are valid. Very, very valid. The only thing is for us to sit down. Like I told you, what we are going to do now is like a founders hub we'll be discussing things, we'll be building things, we'll be going back and forth. If somebody needs to do something, we'll find a way. If the person is excellent enough, we rally around the person. That's what we want to create a very tight niche. That's why I even that whole open entry community, we want to even close that up, because one of the things I checked was how many people show up every week on Friday. Sometimes we see OKK, sometimes we see Okafo. So because we lowered the bar too low, so we want to make sure that we tighten it up. Even the community wants the community be community of paid partners, because we don't want anybody that will just be taking us carelessly. I don't like that. My soul doesn't like that. So awesome. I'm seeing many amazing people. So I've told you again, if it's $10,000, the only thing is that we refine offers, build an architecture that will make us get to a point that we can at least, it's like selling $1,000 offer to 100 people is achievable. Selling 2,000 offers to 50 people is achievable. Selling $5,000 to 20 people, that's $100,000. That means it's not out of the blues. The only question is, if we create all those layers, agendas, conversations, when we start holding it, then we can start seeing those results. In fact, there are plans I have for this month. Like I said again, my people we're going to do it as a test kitchen for this particular camp. I would want that all of us will rest our energy on a particular product and see, not a product like a service or a package. We'll try it. In fact, I don't want to say everything here, so that okay, yes, see, Nene is also here. Sorry. Yes, Nene is also here. So all these people are the people that are on the wait list already. So we've talked about all the things that our dreams and what we want to earn. Please, I want you to document everything you wrote here, especially for those in camp. We're going to check our before and after and see how much we're able to earn, and then what are the things that we're going to do. Like I told you guys, for my system, I run it in such a way that we stay the whole year. The only thing is, boot camp is very intensive, so we do it in 4 weeks so that we don't herb you out. Then we meet every Fridays every week for the whole year. So I'm saying it again because those of us that have been showing up carelessly there, that's when questions should be asked. That's where the next phase. So these are all the things we're going to do. I don't want to keep us here. You guys have heard the why for LinkedIn. Our chief talked about that. That's Mr. Onye talked about that. So today I'm going to open the door for the first 20 people. Actually, I already have 10 people. And the goal for me is that I want to be able to, know people closely. I don't like all those, outside the box. I just see you. I know I want to know people closely. And that's why for us in our community, we're doing it to be like a whole year. So anything you're paying for now, you have a contact with me for the whole year. But I have developed structures. Every Friday of my 2026, I am with my clients, which is my students, right? Every Friday. So that means even when you finish camp in 4 weeks, I am here to synthesize your thoughts with you. I don't do things carelessly. That's what I plan to do. So I'm going to show you some of the things that you benefit. And guess what? Everything I discussed today, right? Most of them, the execution is specific for this camp. We've not done this ever before for any other camps. So some of our old members, I think I was seeing us, some people who gave up on LinkedIn, please come back and join us here. So I'm going to open the corridors for 20 people. That's my plan, but I already have 10. So the first 10 people, again, problem ideation, problem ownership, I'll do all that for you. Plus you get my mindset. I'm going to mentor you. So I have now a band of people that I'm mentoring. So we all meet ourselves, like I told you, every Friday. So please, you block that time. We meet from 8 to 9, then we pray from 9 to 9:30. So it's not just a business conversations, is that we also put another law in motion, so that if you've been having challenge in that direction as well, we'll help you do that. So I'll make sure you help you develop a mindset for your new phase. Then this is where we can now start talking about products, because products is the list of things we can do. But now you're going to develop an irresistible product that when people see it, they know that they need you. Most of our well, like I said, let me just finish opening this up. When we start maybe posting the links and all that, I will now show you some of the results that we had, so that you can see those people, you can enter their DMs. Anything they tell you, just believe them. Okay. So I've told you this is our number two. Okay, number one of what you're going to get is that I'll help you with problem ideations, I'll mentor you, I'll help you create products that will get you offers. See, products offers that is week one for us in camp. That means it's something that we just do and start getting results immediately. I've had people who had multiple jobs. I think it was Catherine. Catherine had like, what was it, two or three jobs. First week, I think two international jobs. What she's doing currently now, in the first week of our conversation, and she didn't even tell me. It was in the last live event that she told me that, oh, this was what happened. That it just skipped her mind. So I'm saying it again: offer creation that makes sense. We're going to do that, right? Then a funnel system will come up with a very simple funnel system for you, something that you just do. Okay, you move from this to this to this, right? Then AI automations. We have an automation academy. So whatever you're paying for now is not free. I'm begging people. I've already told you people that there is an exchange for everything, right? The AI automation classes is a part of our, we have a lecturer who does their teaching. We will still up our game for this particular time. There are so many ideations that came up to me that we've also added, but I just use this because this is like the basics you can get, just to create one simple workflow, either with Zapier, with Make, or with we did a whole lot. We did with Replit app a lot in camp the last time, but now I would want it to be broken down more, in a more practical way. The landing remote jobs, I told you, week one, brand deals is not even the main thing. I've said it again, brand deals is just Jara, right? It's something you solve problem and get your money. We can even get it from next week if we start. So it's not a problem. It's not a deal. Okay. Then I told you, you have 12 months access to me every Friday. We'll be talking. Okay. Then I'll help you also build your own community as well. That's part of the course outline of what we're going to do. I think this is our last class. We had a lot to do. So I'm owing them. The day we'll do course building, I'll bring all of them into class, so that, because the community building is like the list of things we can do. Okay. So I'll give you a free copy of my book, Roadmap to LinkedIn Monetization. All these things are packaging. In fact, I almost feel like I'm not even charging anybody anything. Then we train our community. Presentations and public speaking is part of our training. So we do all of that together. So while you're building, we just have different phases for it. It's just a loss. I even feel like this school should be like 500,000, 1 million, because somehow I don't just teach you, what did you call it? I don't just teach you LinkedIn, because I believe that life is beyond all that. All those things are drama. That's the least I can teach you. LinkedIn is the least of things I can teach you. So let me ask everybody now, based on everything I've mentioned. Wait, I think I have more things. Then I added those tools. I put those tools. I have a book for you. When you join it, you're going to get a book, Land International Clients in 7 days. That's what it's a simple thing. Landing international roles, 7 days. Then the conversion code is one of the books that you're going to have. Roadmap to LinkedIn Monetization, free for those people who will join us tonight as well. Then okay, I think that's basically that. The other one, StyleSwap, we've already dropped the link for StyleSwap earlier. So let me go back to my former slide. If you hear all these things, somebody wants to do all these things for you, how much do you think that the person should charge you? I always want to ask, because I want to know the people who know what they are doing, so that, and I always say though, if you know that you have lots of money and you can pay for more, please pay for people. I'm also looking for sponsors as well. My own is, I don't want anybody who feel like they got it at low barrier free to stay around me. Most people don't honor it. So yes, if you want to sponsor people, we'll mention them for you. We'll also tell them to post about you and to thank them and all that. So yes, we'll need sponsors for people who will need help, right? So this is a year's investment. Okay. So I want to know, if you hear all those things together like that, how much do you think you guys pay? You are not talking now. If you see all those things together like that, how much do you think you want to charge? And let's see, we'll take a census, the 10 people who will say the truth. Say the truth. Like, if somebody's going to take you through, because every of my Friday is blocked, no matter what I am doing. I'm always here. I'm always here talking with you guys. So, like I said again, we go from just learning conversations to literally praying. So, for all the people who might be feeling that they are broken, they cannot move on, they have challenges, they cannot stand out, or they are having they need emotional support. For me, what I want for the Phoenix Gate is that I want like siblings. I want people who are bonded. So that's why we do a year, because we want that bonding more than we want money. I know business model. I'm going to teach you guys that when we talk about pricing, I understand that subscription model. That means making people to pay over and over again is a good way to do it. But for me, I don't want that around me. I just want you to once you're able to make sacrifice and you join us, you can now stay with us for the whole year, because like it's like a family thing until you start up, until you start doing your own thing as well. So you people should tell me, oh, I'm not seeing those conversations. All of you are just saying landing. Okay, yes, no problem. Landing a job role, I've told you guys, is the easiest thing. We know most of them, they know getting a job in 7 days, it's even the easiest thing you can do, especially if you've never worked before. I know exactly what I will tell you to do so that you can start that. So if you have any conversations in that light, you people should talk. Oh. If not, if I say my own price, that's what you people will pay. Oh. Somebody said 6 figures in naira. Okay. Okay. So whoever, okay, no problem. You can, yes. So you can write some of your challenges if you want. Challenges if you want. The our next class for the boot camp is on May 4th. May 4th. But I want people to tell me what they want me to charge them. If not, I will drop my own. And if I drop my own, it's gonna be final. It's gonna be final if I drop mine. Sorry guys. Oh, I'm so sorry, Abimbola. So sorry. Okay, awesome. I love that. Mary Daisy said $500. I love that. Of course, it's a whole year. It's a whole year, so $500 makes sense. Actually, so some of you will understand why I will do what I will do this night. Anyone? Okay, so if someone says $100, awesome. Please, you guys should keep talking, because like I told you guys, money will be the least of my problem. But then I would want you to not just hang around me. I don't want that with my spirit, because again, I've told you guys, there's usually a level of carelessness that happens with people when they see low barriers. Ujunwa, you're a crook. Oh. What is $12? Okay, somebody said minimum of, okay, awesome. I love that, Mary. I love that, Mary. Let me post it. Ujunwa should be arrested. Please, everybody find one nurse. Find her and arrest her. She's under arrest. You don't know that you're in the jurisdiction of Mother Eagles. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you can charge $100. That's very beautiful. I love that. And that's exactly what I'll do after the windows close. That's what I would do. After the window, I'll give this night, because I don't want anybody to feel like they don't have, or the lack. So let's go, guys. Let me get 5 more people, and then I'll drop the link, and I'll tell you how much I'll charge you guys. And I'm only charging it because some of you stayed to this point, right? Some of you stayed to this point. I've told you guys, job is the smallest thing. Yes, please be laughing, because you're supposed to be arrested. Okay. Ha! Onyinye, you and your family members, you are under arrest. Onyinye said, please, $20 for a whole year, so that I'll now be looking for you. Excellent, Florence, $1,000. I like it. Okay, so let's go, guys. Let's go. I'll just take a few more. Awesome, Benjamin, $200. Beautiful. I love that. So, like I said again, those who have more, please, I'm calling on you. I will personally post you guys on LinkedIn. The people who have more, I would want to sponsor people. Please go ahead and let us know, so that we can have people to sponsor. But I will make it as low as possible so that everybody can come in. Okay, so Precious said, Pity Osma, personally, my challenge is funds. I'm ready and willing and committed to learning from you. Oh no, me, I'm excited as well. No, it's not just 4 weeks, my darling. It's not. I don't work with anybody for short term. Okay, so let's go. I'll just take one more person and then we're done. Okay, so it's Onyinye and one nurse that we're supposed to arrest after this event. Please, people should take note of them. But so for the awesome. So please, again, I'm calling on all the people who have more money to spare. We're going to ask of you to kindly support us so that we'll make sure that everybody has something to share, so that nobody will have that problem of not coming on board by Monday, actually. Awesome. Okay, awesome. So what I'm going to do is by Monday is actually going to be $100 by Monday. So for today, all the people who are on the live event with us, let me do this for us now. For all the people on the live events, we're going to charge you at 50,000 naira. So for those in Nigeria, but if you are abroad, please pay the $100. Just pay it so that, again, like I said, other people can benefit. I can see a way that I will bring people in through like some of your sponsorships when you share, and then I'll tag them. We even get them to do some jobs for you. Yes, depending on the sponsorship you sponsor. If there's anything you need help with, just let me know. All you have to do, I'll schedule classes with some of those people, because some of them are skilled, they just don't have the money. I'll schedule classes for you. That person must do that chore or job for you before. So I will send you the link. I'll send the link in a moment. So I hope I was fair enough. If you think the 50,000 was fair, please comment that. Let me know. If you think it's too small, please, like I told you, there are tiers. When you open the link, you're going to see that people can have more. You can actually pay more if you want. For other tiers, and I've told you, once you pay more, tell me. I'll make sure that the person you sponsor must do a job for you. So any job at all you want, just let us know. We will come on board and get it done. So I'll drop the link now for people to get on board. Okay, so all the people who are saying that they need support, no problem. Let's see if we're going to get that. So awesome. I've been able to drop that. Yes, awesome. Thank you so much, Abimbola, for saying that. So for today, what am I going to do is that in the next 1 hour, we will leave it at that amount, but I will take it up to the original price after the first 1 hour. The goal is I made it to come down a bit so that people can at least just jump in from the live event. And it's also a way of me honoring people who came in on the live as well with me. So once you are in, just let me know. Anybody who pays down, let me know so that I will also know what I am going to be doing with you. Like I said, there are already people in camp who had waited for us long ago. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Beautiful. So we'll drop the link for those who can. So anybody who wants to give sponsorship, okay, so the people who are asking for sponsorship, don't worry about saying that again. Those people who want to give sponsorship, they should be the ones commenting now. If you'd like to pay for someone, please let us know. Or if your organization would like to pay for certain people, you can let us know so that we have that in mind as well. Okay, thank you so much. It's just an equivalent, Mary Daisy. Once you click on the link, it will show you the equivalent of what you're going to be paying in your what did you call it, in your currency. I'm so sorry, I should have done that before now. I should have put the possibility of those currencies. So once I get the 20 people, I will just lock it up and go to the next phase. Like I told you guys, I already have 10 people, or yes, thereabouts. They came in the last meeting we had. So we just want to complete it. And like I told you guys, oh, Mubina, well done. Oh, well done. So like I said again, one of the things you want to do is, so for the people looking for sponsorship, just stop commenting so that people that let's see if we can have more people who want the sponsorship, who can give the sponsorship. Now you guys are making me okay, no problem. After this live event, I'll screenshot all your names if we get people that really open up for you. But for me, I've made up my mind. I can't have people that are going to be close to me without an exchange, because again, um there's a pattern that I might want to explain. So anybody who will be sponsored, there must be a tax you carry out for the sponsored person, whether it's managing their accounts or whatever it is, depending on your skill. You must do something for the person. It's a must. And trust me, it's going to be like an opportunity for you as well, because you get to um you get to you get to also save it up as your, what did you call it? You can keep it as part of your portfolio as well. Also, no, what you normally do is you just copy the link and paste it on a browser. Okay, you copy the link, paste it on a browser. I hope the people on YouTube, the people on Facebook who are hoping to join in. Okay, so I've said it again. Awesome. We'll take a screenshot of the guys. Like I said, nobody will come around me without an exchange. It's clickable. All you have to do is copy it on, just click and copy it, or you can even take a screenshot and pass it through ChatGPT to extract, so anyone can work for you. Okay, awesome. So thank you so much, everybody, for listening in. Like I said, this was not even half of the things I had in mind to share. But again, like I said, our meeting has gone so far, and I would want to say thank you so much, everyone. And I've told you guys, for those people who can afford it, please go ahead and pay. I've seen the patterns over and over again. People who don't pay attention. So it's deception. If you can pay and you're playing with yourself, you just see it is a wiring in your soul. You'll be the one that will be missing meetings, you'll not show up, you just be telling yourself, and that's because, again, like I told you guys, you will be under pricing whatever you do. So like I told you guys, for those people who are okay, people streaming on YouTube, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I will click the link and I'll come to YouTube now to drop that. Awesome. So those who want to sponsor people, you can look into the comments. Please, you can type anybody's name based on what, because I noticed that some of us are already putting down their offerings. So I love that. But I've told you again, if you don't exchange with money, because some of these skills that you have, you don't even value it enough. That's why you've not gotten a job. And I'm not going to lie to you. Yes. That's why you've not gotten opportunity. And it's a mindset wiring. Those are the things that I'll first of all quench in the first week. It has to stop, right? So at exactly 9 o'clock Nigerian time, GMT +1, so you can convert it for your timing. We will change it to the original price we want to charge. Like I told you guys, what I want to just 10 people. I don't want the too much crowd again, because I'm going to literally take everybody, like it's like a one-on-one conversations. So we want to make sure that people who are on board, we are together, we know them, it's like a family. When we do our projects, I want something closer, I want something more that has more bond compared to all our camps that we've ever had. That's what I want. I literally want families, but you have to play according to our terms, because if you're not contributing, you will push all of us down. Hi, Nobi, you guys are amazing. All the people who have stayed to this point, let me put the link on YouTube. Sorry, guys. You guys are the real MVPs. I think we just crossed our time by 5 minutes. So let's just let's do what we can so that we can move. I'll drop the link now on YouTube for those who can join. If you've been part of our conversations before, or our journeys at one point, please come back. What we are doing now has not, like I told you guys, is the power of synthesis. I've never repeated an idea in any boot camp. Never. I don't do it. Okay, so boot camps are like, that's why I usually have that break. I take a home break. I usually take breaks to synthesize, look at the results I've gotten so far, see the ones that I'm going to remove. Okay, let me take out these lights. Okay, so I think I've said everything that I so I take out just maybe to synthesize because I'm not always in a hurry to host people. Okay. So I think I will have put it on all fronts. Thank you so much, Ifoma Odili, for reposting. And do we have any questions? Let me just take a few questions. Let me hope that I'm able to set someone on a journey as well so that I'm able to help you this night. For the people in camp, we've already started our tone. I'm giving you our conversations already. That's our day one, like our preliminary. I call it camp preliminaries. You're going to synthesize and write down summaries of that conversation I sent in the group so that we can now see where we can start our journey from. No, we cannot extend it at all. Never. I'm sorry, Marianne, my darling. We cannot extend it because it's like nobody will work with you a whole year and do that kind of thing. It's almost like we're not charging. Just imagine break it down per month. It's literally like 5,000 per month. That's madness. Literal madness. So what I normally do is I just honor people who are in the room. Then we, as soon as we are done with the live event, we'll cut it off because it's just it won't make sense for us to, you know, it will make it's like sincerely it's like 5,000 a year, 5,000 per month. That's what it means. Nobody will do that for you. Again, like the last camp we did, we even allowed some people to do monthly, but again, most people lack accountability, even if they make money. In fact, I don't want to call him, but there's somebody in my camp that made back the camp money in the first week. Do you know, still the person didn't pay the balance. And I cannot, hey, I'm a money woman. I cannot chase anybody for money. So that's how those people made us, we stopped taking the monthly retainers, and it's too cheap for monthly retainers. I mean, it's silly. 5,000. That's like $4 per month for those people who are international people. That $4 per month, is that what I'm going to be chasing somebody to pay? That's madness. But most of them, they made more than 100 times what they were asked to pay, but they could not even pay the next retainer. So we had to cancel it. So I'm so sorry. The people who we had the idea, so we tried it, but the people who had the opportunity um destroyed that door. So please pardon me for it. Okay. Okay. So thank you so much, everybody. Doesn't Nobody has questions? You don't want me to try some of my magic, my brain magic. So if you have questions, let me know. Then, like I said, this opening is just for this 1 hour. At 9, I'll move it to the original price is going to be worth for this week. As we get closer to camp, we'll increase it again because at least we want to make sure that we give everybody an opportunity. Thank you so much, Promise or Wordy, for coming. Thank you so much, Rabbi. Rabbi said it was worth her time. You guys are just amazing. Thank you, Ayodele Precious. Thank you, Maureen. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. You're welcome on board, Ifoma. Thank you for coming to camp. Who else? If you just paid, let us know that we are here. If you just paid, just let us know. Glory, I celebrate you. Yes, see you in camp. Awesome. If you just paid, let us know so that we you have paid so that we also wait on to have you on board. On board, yes. So for those in that community, please, if you're in for our prayers, please still stay in the gatekeeping for every other part of the community, we're going to restructure completely because, like I said, most people don't use free things, and it's not our fault. So, if people don't see value, we'll also have to re-strategize to tell them. But then, of course, we'll prep you guys and let you know some of the few things that we can help you do. But then we'll have to pivot again. Like I said, I want a very close niche so that I'm able to know people closely and do. So please, if anybody wants to sponsor, we have officially closed though, so some of us can leave. But if you want to sponsor anybody, please send me a DM. If you want to sponsor anybody, please send me a DM so that I'll tell the person what you can do for the person who come. We'll make sure I'll supervise it. Right? I'll supervise it. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Elizabeth. I've seen your message. So anybody who wants to sponsor anybody, send us a DM. We'll keep that conversation going. Thank you so much, Ifoma. You're the best. Okay, if you were around for our event, our meeting on Friday, because I know that you're in that community, which again, you guys don't come, right? And that's why we are also going to close off that one. We're going to make sure that all the people that we'll be having contact with are people who honor us, our honor, because I know that you're in that group, but you didn't make it for Friday event. And because of that, I can't hold these conversations again because on Friday, I spoke for 45 minutes on medical VA. 45 minutes. That means every other person who was on that call that day, literally had to listen to me, even though they were not in the medical VA niche. 45 minutes straight, I thought on some of the navigations that should happen for people who are in the healthcare. But you're in that group and then you didn't come out. So you see, I can't do that now again, my darling. So that's one of the things that we will be doing for ourselves. Okay, so anybody who will do all that, we're done actually. So if anybody has anything to say, any questions, I've answered Precious' question. The reason why I can't answer that question again is that I have spoken for 45 minutes about that, and I'm very passionate about it because everybody knows I'm medically inclined. So everything I said on that meeting on Friday, I've never read it anywhere. Like I synthesized my way into it. I practiced my way into it. And that particular lady, I hope God helps her. I don't even know if she's on this call today, right? I really hope God helps her and she was able to, practice what I told her, or she even paid attention. Because again, like I told you guys, if you don't pay, you will not pay attention. And that's it for me. Because one of the things I've realized is that I've done like my community, I did my community for 2 years free. So I can tell you their antecedents. I've always seen that my boot camp always has results. Maybe let me even post the boot camp result. What am I waiting for? My boot camps always have results, but I'm in the community every week. So I told myself, no, we can't continue in the community. I'm sure some of you know Ada Smiles, all of them. Let me just post my students. Abdul, Atenasia, all of them. Go and meet them. Catherine, I think Catherine had like 3 to 4 jobs before we finished camp. So go and meet her and ask her if it's real or not. Endurance navigated a whole lot of changes, and during the camp, she was not really in there, but the few things she picked, she was able to. In fact, the boss she's currently working with always praises her because, again, like I told you guys, we used to wash brain. We don't just teach you how to make money, 10 ways to make all those rubbish. May God have mercy on me. It's not like it's bad. And this is hope as well. All these people, this is testimonials. If you've not seen it, is on my LinkedIn. I posted it on my LinkedIn. You can go read in their words. I don't want anybody to think that I'm here to joke with anybody. My own is that I don't enter one chance. As I don't, this academy, even me now, based on some of the things that I know now that I can do, I don't even want to do the academy again. this is me saying it, that I don't even know when the next camp will be. And I'm being fair and square because the camp is taking a lot. Calculate it now. I told you guys, if I want to make $20,000 a month, how many people will pay me 50,000 for me to achieve that? Just calculate it. So you see that this is not my sphere of the kind of money I'm working with and the kind of people I'm approaching now, and some of the things that I'm going to teach you guys. So if I'm collecting anything from you, is that just have sense. Again, I've said it because I've done it for 2 years. So if I could do it for 2 years and I didn't ask people for any money, then it should tell you there is no money. I've seen patterns. People are just somehow. So again, they'll be coming, you fix meetings, they will not show up. Then next year, another person will announce. Then they'll go there and go and be paying money that they will never use because their brain, they will never learn. So I've decided for me, I will not, bring down the bar. And this one is just for the what do you call it, for this the people who are on this live event. I'll move it to whatever I want to charge as soon as we're done by 9 on the dot. Okay, so these are testimonials. Ezike but has a laptop that has our name, so she called the bootcamp laptop. It was from our camp that she bought her bootcamp. She has always earned money, but the kinds of money that like came together during the camp, guys, we pray. Oh, if you're somebody who doesn't believe God, I don't know, I don't think I need your money. Because again, life is very supernatural. Not anybody will just hand over money to you like that. This is Samson Ibe. Samson had 4 clients this month alone, and he even had to turn down one. Before 5 clients, I saw it in his post when he was talking about this event. All of them are people. Odaba Miriam also. You read them. We've already posted these testimonials. That's why I didn't bother saying all those things when I started having conversations. That's because if you're in my camp before, it's not the camp that you know. And I told you guys the agenda for this particular camp is that I want to have a founders hub. Founders hub in such a way that it will not be sponsored by SciSwap. It will be, I have a community people that will sit down and say, oh, we have made $10,000 this month. Dr. Vivian, since you are our mother ego, let's set out this money. We want to host this thing here. We want to travel to Maldives. That's the kind of people I want to be around me. And people are built. And I told you guys, anything that is not engineered is not yours. So all those, I'm going to position myself by just some of the things that some of your visibility coaches call positioning is just post a messaging. Under messaging, that's the one that people, you go and be writing one bogus post that you cannot do. Then your LinkedIn headline, you go and copy one top creator and you think that is, and that's just messaging. I think I was able to show us the 6, right? We'll do it more in depthly in camp. And like I told you guys, sincerely, it's not like I even want to host this camp on God. For the people who are on camp, I've even considered refunding. I'm sorry, all the people that are hearing me, because again, like I told you guys, my money range, this is not my money range, but again, I've already worked with people, so I want to make sure that I'm able to keep my promise, right? They came on board in the last meeting, so I don't want to put them out. So I've told you guys, you can check on my post. Most of them who have results, they post about it in the meetings as well. And I've told you guys, if it's job, 1 week is enough for me. 1 week is enough, except you're a very lazy person, like your laziness is hopeless. Like even people, when they, even laziness in itself will see you and say, aye, now wow. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay, beautiful. Oh God, what is all this? People are writing some funny things for me in this my DM. Okay. So please, if you've paid also, make sure you send me a DM. Just make sure, just in case the automation that we set up, please make sure that you land in Mother Eagle Bootcamp. That's where you see. Once you pay, make sure you land in the Mother Eagle Bootcamp. Once you've paid, make sure, I beg you, make sure you land in the Mother Eagle Bootcamp so that I will not be looking for you guys up and down. Okay, so okay, so awesome. So thank you so much, everybody who came on board. You guys are simply amazing. If you don't have any questions, why you just staying with me like this? Am I? Somebody should give me sweet words. Though it seems like I'm hot like this. I'm a fine girl. Oh. See how everybody's on this live. They are just watching me. They're just watching me. Okay, so let me just help us again. We're going to hold these conversations. They say, I never, oh, yes, thank you so much. So I want us to say, this is the day everything aligns for me. And I want you to write it somewhere. I pray with that conversation, and every time I say it, something happens to me, and I'm praying the same with you, with everyone. I actually, yes, we recorded it. Oh, the recording is just $50. If you want the recording, it's $50. Okay, yes, if you want the recording, right? It's just $50. Okay, I was logged out because of network. So how much is the book camp? Okay, this is for last Shadi. The link is already here. Somebody said I'm hotter than hot. This is lovely. Yes, I sincerely I fun fact about Dr. Vivian. I've never had pimples in my life. Yes. So let me say it now. Fun fact about Dr. Vivian. If somebody asks you one fun fact about me, I've never had pimples in my life. So yes, I have smooth skin. So the way it's shining like this, if you see me, that's how it's going to be shining too. But of course, I use light too. Yes, so that's how my skin is. I don't have one pimple. I don't have any spots on my face. Okay. Yes, awesome. Informal delay. All the part payment people, right? Send me a DM. I'll align you people. You know what? You will not enter this camp with part payment. It's my promise with you. Like I told you guys, you will find the way around it, right? You find the way around it, but send me a DM. Then please, for those who want to sponsor people, please help us sponsor. We'll mention your name on our posts, then we'll give them one tax for you. Some of you, they might have to work for you for 1 week free of charge so that they can have a portfolio. So you can tell me what you want. This is free labor. May God have mercy on me. You can tell me what you want, like you want somebody to do for you in the community. I'll get one person like that. So all the sponsorship people send me a DM. I will not respond sponsorship. The people who have money to pay, send me a DM. I will respond to you immediately. If I send you somewhere that you can send, but this is also my promise. You will not enter the camp until you have 100%. The part payment is so that you can secure your space. We are starting officially on May 4th. That's our next class. May 4th. Everybody put it somewhere, but class has started. For me, there are so many tasks I will have all of us do so that by the time we show up in our first class, we'll just even be exchanging ideas. Okay, somebody said, what is my skincare routine? Okay, number one, genetically, right? I am already favored. Like I said, I don't have pimples. I've never had any skin challenge in my face, even though I have a very dry skin. So I've noticed that people who have dry skin, right? People who have dry skin most times um don't have pimples. That's what I noticed for me. So, and then I noticed that fungi. So this is the medical side of me. Fungi loves dry skin. So if I stay in a very damp place, I might have some rashes come out of my body, but it never comes on my face. Maybe a few patches, but then I once I change my beddings and many things, it goes. So for my skin, basically, I use cleansers. I use the non-foamy cleansers, CeraVe. For those people who want to start using as well, CeraVe, just find non-foamy moisturizing cleanser. It has what's the name, hydroluric acid. I'm not pronouncing very well, sorry for the Igbo side of me. Then it has salicylic acid also in it, so together three of them, and then a moisturizer in it. So I wash my face every morning and every night. If you have a dry skin, you can just wash your face just once a day with the cleanser. So cleanser once a day for people with dry skin. If you have an oily skin, you wash in the morning and in the night, right? Once I do that, I have vitamin C. I usually use actives. So if you buy vitamin C, I still bought the same product, CeraVe for vitamin C. Then I have what's the name of this other one that doesn't stay in light? I have salicylic acid as a like as an active ingredient itself. So what I do, wash with cleanser, CeraVe cleanser. Then I apply vitamin C, give it a space, apply moisturizer. I have hyaluronic acid as a cream, like a moisturizing cream. The moisturizer is, they call it, sometimes they call it the sandwich method. Don't worry, guys. If you don't know all these things, you can, okay, you can maybe consult a, what do they call it, dermatologist. But me, normally, anything I do, I always study around it. So it's just my personality. I can't help it. So, but the truth is, depending on your face texture, when you start in your first week, I would want you to, if you buy the face cleanser, if normally you don't use to wash your face morning and night, you can start by washing once a day, then add one active. Don't use everything at once. So you can start with after washing your face, just put only vitamin C, then add moisturizer, then rub Vaseline as a seal for people who have dry face. Like I have dry skin, so I always use Vaseline. My main cream is Vaseline because I always lock in moisture. But if you don't, if you have a very oily skin, you might want to skip the the oil, like the oil layer. That's the Vaseline layer. So you can just do, you wash, you rub your vitamin C. Sometimes vitamin C is twice a day or once a day, depending on your skin. You rub salicylic acid once a day or 3 times in a week, just to have um to always for it to always be around in your skin. So most times it's like 4 layers, right? For me is, again, I'll start again: cleanser, vitamin C, moisturizing cream, then I seal it with Vaseline. So my main cream is Vaseline, right? So, but then you can also find, if you have an oily skin, you need to put it one by one by one by one. Like the first time I tried all of them at once because my skin was already dried. For people who have oily skin, those combinations at one is supposed to dry up the oil. So my face was like camber. So I literally had to go back. In fact, I did a consultation. So when I was done, I realized that the person who did the consultation was not right for my skin. So I had to go back there and I told the person that, oh, if the person, people have dry skin, don't tell them to do like this because they might react or have problems with their faces. Because no problem, I will find a way to write. You're a baby now. What do you need skincare routine for? But if you have pimples, please, you need skincare routine because it also helps your confidence too for ladies. It just boosts it's not helping your confidence. It tells your level of intentionality again about every aspect of your life. That's just it. And then maybe a phase of your life might not be able to support that, no problem. But as you grow, you should also know that, okay, there'll be a time when there should never be a pimple in your face if you have those kinds of faces and all that, because it not happening. Okay, so I hope I was able to answer the person who asked me what is my skincare routine. So thank you so much, everyone. After we stayed extra time. So please, if the people who said part, send me a DM. I will send you somewhere. You keep your receipt. We'll make sure we have conversations before fourth, so that we'll make sure that you're together with all of us. And frankly, I am very honored that people like were sincere enough to say what they could do, at least here on the call. Some people will never be sincere and it's another season will just pass them. But I'm grateful to have seen you guys. Do you have anything to tell your mother ego? Do you have anything to tell mother ego? I'm looking for words now. Okay, yes, I've seen all of you guys. I'm sending a message. If you've not sent me a message, send me a message now so that I will send you the conversation immediately. And then also the account details that I'm going to send you, it's an OPay account. So that means that is also my phone number. So when you send that, the money, send a WhatsApp message to that same number. Just put a 0 in front of it and send me a WhatsApp message so that I keep you in view. What I'll do is, even for the post today, I noticed that we nearly had 7,000 impressions on this post. That's very good. I'll just give us to midnight. I'll delete it. Like I promised, it's going to be sold. And it will be sold. Because how will you have So who has gist for me? Oh, who has any gist for me? Should I do something strange today? Is Mama Christiana, is she on this live? Like my Christiana bootcamp Christiana. Nene, please pardon me if you are listening to me. Pardon me. Anytime I always have events, usually those weeks I shut down. Right? I shut down. Like even my DMs, I don't take it. Anytime, any week I have events because again, it's a spiritual journey for me to have to meet people, some people for the first time. So I don't leave it carelessly. So I pray. Then of course I have lots of planning. We had new ideas. New ideas came in for the team. So we had to try all of them. Right. So please pardon me if I didn't there was something I did for you. So it had nothing to do with that. I just was genuinely busy. Okay. So me Okay, yes. So anybody that wants to connect with me, please, if I'm not connected with you, you can send me a connection request. If you have anything else, tell me. I'll just accept those people that are within this time zone because they are the ones that are in my circle of influence. Who said yes? Please do. Oh, thank you, Queen. My boots camp people. They're the ones that have been putting fire on my bumble. Me that I thought I was going to chill because there's one money I saw somewhere that I'm pursuing. Okay, because anytime I have bootcamps, I actually slow down my innovations for myself, and I'm beginning to become selfish. I just want to make sure that um I just want to make sure that uh I just want to make sure that okay. Is Vivian here? I hope you're in camp because I can see that you're looking for the link, but everybody has been sharing it as well. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me spotlight the few people that are with us. Thank you so much, Juliet. Ah, no, you guys make me happy. I actually love to teach, God knows. Maybe in my second life, I'll come as a teacher. You did send a message. Okay, let me see. Let me see what you're talking about. Okay, I've sent yours. Anybody, please, if you have sent me a connection request, okay, please send me a DM if you think that. But the people on this live event, you are the ones. You're my brothers and sisters. Let me do like Jesus. Ifeoma, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you as well. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, I think I've handled all the people that were crying for part payments, right? I've done all that for you guys. Thank you so much. And then to Side Swap and their community and the entire team, this is my huge thank you so much for also supporting us and making this very, very effective for us. For me, I made up my mind that this event was going to be different, and God really showed Himself. So I want to say that I love you all. Thank you so much for coming on board, and God bless all of you consistently. So I'm going to be ending the live. I usually play music, but no problem. I'm going to be ending the live in a few minutes, but we can all just go ahead and leave. Let me see. I have jams. So who has heard my music before? Hey, I don't want to eat dinner late because I'm really, really watching my weight. I think it's only jugular. Yes. So all the people who entered.
Raise your voice and shout, come on. Jugular, that is the formula. You place my foot on their neck. I have destroyed all who hated me. Chocolate. And we what? Chocolate. And we bring chocolate.
Juggler, juggler. I will what? Juggler, juggler. Juggler, juggler. Juggler, juggler. Juggler, juggler, juggler. I say Satan, I will break the jugular. You will taste the formula. If I catch you near my corner, I will crush your medulla. From the cave of Adulam, I'll disgrace your ordinance. You are just a commoner, so you can't call my cellular. Cause we be many in my category with adrenaline and holy fire, bringing down the glory of the heavens, mapping out the territory so the Father glorified. Heavenly artillery, a part of this. We unleashing fire on their enemies. Tell the devil he should take his hands off my property, cause I've been breaking the jugular, jugular, jugular. I will work. Jugular, 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 jugular. I will work. Fight the jugular, press the jugular, step on the jugular until I break. Fight the jugular, press the jugular, step on the jugular, break. Jugular, 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 jugular. When I break, who them be? I will break the jugular, jugular.
Good night, everyone. I finished playing my favorite jam right now. That's literally what comes to my head every time I'm walking. And so I'm going to end the live in 4, 3, 2, and...
Legend tells of the phoenix, a mythical bird that burns. It symbolizes renewal, strength, and transformation. 1 year ago, Phoenix Gate Group was born with that same fiery spirit to inspire, connect, and empower professionals across the globe. And what a journey it's been. Under the visionary leadership of Dr. Vivian Magnus, our founder and lead coach, we didn't just take flight, we soared, we stumbled, we built, we believed. And today, through tears and triumph, we celebrate 1 year of relentless impact, meaningful milestones, and unimaginable transformation. From humble beginnings, Zoom links, voice notes, midnight strategy calls, we've grown into a powerhouse community with nearly 1,000 members strong. In just 12 months, we have reached over 40,000 professionals across the US, UK, Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, and Kenya. Nearly 1,000 attendees joined us weekly on LinkedIn, and the world took notice. This year, Phoenix Gate was honored with the Social Impact Award of the Year and named the most impactful community of the year. Those trophies, they carry the fingerprints of every volunteer, every coach, every community member who chose to rise with us. But our story goes beyond resumes and recognition. Beyond professional development, Phoenix Gate has walked into the sacred space of business strategy with international and non-governmental organizations. We've led masterclasses, outreaches, boot camps, and visibility challenges that didn't just teach, they healed. And through it all, Dr. Magnus, our business development coach, stood at the center. A quiet force, a lighthouse in the storm. So now we ask you, are you struggling with your line visibility? Do you ever feel unseen while secretly dreaming of becoming a commanding influence, a recognized thought leader? Are you in that place between faith and fear, waiting for your breakthrough? At Phoenix Gate, we've already reached 40,000 professionals and business leaders worldwide. But this is not about numbers. It's about the transformation behind every name. We train you, we champion you, we give you a platform. And when you stand to speak, we make sure the world listens. As we mark this 1 year journey, we do it with full hearts. Gratitude overflows for our members, our partners, and every soul that carried us when we were too weary to walk. Phoenix Gate Group is not just a network. It is a living, breathing, purpose-driven community. It is hope. It is healing. It is home. And still, this is only the beginning. Here's to a future brighter than flames. We rise together.